Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to Ravnica, the Broken Pact, the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica show here on twitch.tv/D&D, where we cross over the worlds of Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, or, perhaps more realistically, your Guildmaster, Ruben Bressler, and these fine citizens of this great city are my players. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Astaroth, the Minotaur fighter, who is part of the Boros Legion. He's a fighter. He hits things and likes dough circles, which are just donuts in Ravnica.
Wow, you just ruined you just dropped the veil.
Yeah, you know, I gotta drop my little character secrets every now and then.
Yeah, people were like,
just be
what
you, Riley.
What are these dough circles that we don't know what they are? Now you've ruined the. Wow,
Now I'm rewarding the longtime speculators.
Yeah. I am Riley Silverman, and I am playing Velma Sweet. She is a half bard of the College of Whispers, and she is a member of the Demir Guild.
Half bard?
Half bard. She's a full bard.
Full bard.
half elf bard.
Surprise, she's also multi-classing.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, at this point, we don't know. Like,
Yeah.
the first episode, you're like, I'm an Orzhov half-elf, and it turns out you're neither of those things.
I'm a half elf.
You're half-deaf Karen.
That's an elf.
It's close.
But don't be elf racist.
I'm elfist, yeah.
And in
Deaf
first
Karen
edition
are
D&D,
an elf race.
True.
in first edition D&D, elf was a class.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Was it really?
It was.
Mhm.
You could be a fighter, you could be an acrobat, you could be an elf, and those were, like, analogous.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like
Not
that Mr.
great.
Show sketch where it's like the diversity team, and then Sarah Silverman's like, and I'm a woman. Like, that was her. Like,
Ooh.
Hey everybody, I'm Grav Gladi, and I play Lucian Ladrian, the half-human, half-human, human cleric from the Azorius Senate. He's investigator from I already said Azorius, I can't say it again, but I'm going to say he's from a very rich and powerful family in Ravnica.
Well known.
Well known, yes.
Yeah.
The Ladrians are very well known and have a lot of strings they can pull at any time, though he doesn't use them often. That's me.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashlyn Rose, and I'm playing Tuturu, who is a Luxodon cleric from the Selesnian Conclave. I don't know what I'm half anything.
No. Well, half elephant, half human are what the lots
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not sure it's how you get a Loxodon. At least I hope not.
Probably
Like,
not, no.
You're half two,
Hey,
half
half
three.
Loxodon.
That's how the Greeks said
I like
Minotaurs
that.
came about.
Sure.
So
Fair. Who knows? Anyway, let's get started with this episode. We'll get more into half race, half other race once we visit the Simic later on in the series, I'm sure. We have a couple of fun things to announce. First of all, I want to thank our friends at the Deck of Many, who said, go ahead and hold up your little boxes
Yeah,
there.
look at these boxes.
Who sent us in the Deck of Many
So
monsters,
many.
the Deck of Many things, the Deck of Many conditions. I keep mine in a little box already so that I can pull them out at a moment's notice. And I've been using these all season, and I'm a big fan of those. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There's a dagger card.
they
really
sent each
helpful.
of us a
That's
deck
not
of
a
mini
knife.
decks.
That's
did.
annoying.
Yeah, the Deck of Many decks have been very helpful for me all season, and I'm glad that we got some more of those. So be sure to go check out their latest Kickstarter. I think right now they're doing a dog centaurs minis thing. I actually don't know what it's called, but go check out Cartamajigs and the Deck of Many and all that stuff.
Wait,
Thank you again.
so you're saying it's half dog?
Half
Half-
horde.
It's
Half dog.
half
It's
other,
half dog,
other
but half other dog with humanoid features.
It's like half dog, half dog.
Yeah,
Like,
half dog, half
That's exactly
dog.
what it is. It's half dog, half dog.
Excellent.
it's one and a quarter.
We do have a couple of
75%
giveaways
dog.
this week, everybody.
Woo!
We have a Dungeons and Dragons giveaway that is a book, potentially.
What's that book about?
Potentially Guildmaster's
Oh, you
Guide.
don't know
I
for
actually
sure.
don't know if it's Guildmaster's Guide this week, but Guildmaster's Guide now available for.
Dom is saying it's not.
It's not going to be a
Oh, he's
Guildmaster's
not sure.
It might
Okay.
be.
It's something.
But Guildmaster's
It's a
Guide
secret.
now is not only available in your friendly local game store, but also available online on any of your favorite online retailers. But
Get it.
be sure to support your friendly local game store. We have another giveaway this week. We have a Guilds of Ravnica bundle here for you Magic the Gathering fans that, of course, includes... Oh, no, wait. No, this one doesn't shake as well. Has the spin down dice of a random guild inside, as well as 10 booster packs and a bunch of other cool stuff. So both of those are going to be available in the chat. Use !raffle to be included in the giveaway. Of course, you do have to be in the chat at the end of the stream in order to claim your prize.
And I think that those bundles are the only place you can get foil Ravnica basics.
Right,
Mhm,
because
yeah.
Ravnica basics aren't in actual
Very
booster
cool.
packs yet.
Yep.
So they're in that box as well. Be sure to join our Discord. Use the Saving Throw Show Discord to be able to come in and join the fun, where we have lots of cool fan art and lots of fan interaction in there, and you can ask us questions about things and all that good stuff. And use the hashtag #TheBrokenPactRPG to talk about the show as it's going right now or afterwards, either way. I think that's about it for announcements. So without further ado, turn the lights down low, but cuddle up and put a blanket on, sit by the fire, and get ready for Ravnica, the Broken Pact. Episode 7, Research and Development. Sorry, I was taking my Ravnica tin out. Research and Development. Previously on the Broken Pact. Big news in the big city. Murder on Tin Street. Ravnicans gather around, crowding street vendors to get a glimpse of the latest newspapers. Buy it for just 1 zip a page, fresh off the Is It Steam presses. Grisly spectacle in the 10th. Ebert Korescu, longtime owner of the Biblio Boutique, the Book Devourer, was the 3rd victim over the last week whose skull was charred, melted, expanded, and exploded. The gossip rags have been muttering, but they say nothing about how these killings bear a strikingly similar resemblance to the historical Embermind murders. Neither do they know that Tuturu's Voda mentor was also slain by the conflagration, his mind apparently burned from the inside out. The first of these fiery murders was of the socialite eccentrist heir to the Jescarin's throne, Mebins Jescarins, whose grandfather, Packletide, famously founded the famed transportation conglomeration. The Jescarins could not be reached for comment, but our sources tell us that the crime is being referred to internally as the head case. The prodigal son met a tragic fate, his life ended by a skull rend. Our party went where the news could not, investigating that Jescarin's estate. The powerful family were not only hiding the body and the spirit of Mebins Jescarins, but also a deeper secret, that they belonged to the cult of Yor, a secret group of anti-guild sentiment that worships the Nephilim, old gods of unfathomable vastness and wondrous unpredictability. In escaping, the party learned from the ghost of Mebins that he had been murdered by Dr. Bavlik Tajrik, a man obsessed with the Embermind murders. The doctor killed Mebins, likely to prove a point, inside his skull with fire. The party secured a way out from the baffling haunted house, facing many bizarre challenges along the way, including fighting Mebins' ghost. But in doing so, they fulfilled an unknown and unknowable ritual. The manor morphed, floors shifting below their feet as they rushed out, the apparent result of the summoning of a 6th Nephilim.
Metamorphose could really use a reprint.
Yeah. What are those up to now? Like $2?
Super dumb joke.
We'll move on. The Trans-Guild Courier asked the woman in charge of the murder investigation, True Fire Captain Tristy of the Boros Legion, for more details on potential suspects. The good captain had much to say to us, but none of it was suitable for public publication. But one thing is sure, citizens of Ravnica are falling like leaves in the autumn breeze. Though they can't be sure exactly of what happened behind them, the party now knows where they are headed. Informed by the ghost of Mebins Jescarins himself, Dr. Bavlik perpetrated at least some of the recent murders, and he was last seen headed to the Undercity to chase down a tome concerning the Embermind murders. And of course, we know a little bit more as a result of Velma's visit to Dinrova earlier in the day, which informed her of... And Professor makes 3! Only days ago, Simic authorities released a statement concerning the literary luminary and Simic knowledge ambassador at Prism University, Deep Sage Lubjan Huerifidis, which in the time since has been confirmed by our sources to feature a similar MO. The offices at the university tell us that the professor has been reclaimed by the Combine, with more details to come. But one thing seems certain. There's more than just a creeping chill in the 10th District air these days. There's murder on Tin Street. And that is where we resume our story. You're standing outside of the gates of the Jeskaren estate in a better precinct, better neighborhood, in Precinct 5. What would you like to do?
So we talked about getting this evidence analyzed, and we kind of know where to go to find Dr. Bablik, right?
Hey,
Unfortunately.
if you want to get stuff analyzed, that's not my area of expertise. So if you know a guy, let's go to that guy.
Well, Prism University does have a bevy of scholars that could analyze this, and I think that's the place we should go then.
All right, but you lead the way. I don't necessarily feel all that comfortable in school settings. I mean, yeah, we had the academy, but we learn more about, like, how to be just and hit people.
Where did you learn the finer things of the law, like, tenets and amendments and all those things?
The streets, yo! Sorry.
We generally
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
We generally just, like, look for someone who's doing something bad, and you can tell most of the time, and then you stop them. And you know what? That kind of comes from your heart, right? They don't teach you that?
No, there needs to be a legal reason why someone's doing something.
All
wrong,
right,
and you
maybe.
need to- Maybe? No, not maybe.
Okay, we could argue about this later.
We could argue about it now also, because I feel like you've been arresting a lot of people that probably don't deserve to be arrested.
Well, if you get arrested by a Boros officer, chances are you were doing something to deserve it.
Is that part of your legal clause? Because that won't stand up in a court at all.
Well, all right. Again, I think there's some philosophical differences coming in. I don't think either one of us are necessarily wrong, but I mean, I know I'm right about when I arrest somebody, it's because they were being bad.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let's head on over then.
Okay, so you guys are already in the 5th as you leave the front gate of the Jeskaren's estate, which of course has the stylized J, now with 6 rings in the family sigil, and you make your way across the precinct over to Prism University, which is a very prestigious place where I believe you, Tutoru and Lucian met, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
In one of your 101 classes before going your separate ways into your various guild-appointed jobs later on in life. But you took some classes, and one of the people that you took classes from was Professor Dax Ivor. Dax, as you called her, was a goblin who was very interested in alchemical interactions. And was just a firecracker of an old lady, maybe middle-aged lady. It's tough to tell with goblins, and by middle-aged, a goblin is like 25, right? That's a ripe old age for a goblin. So you guys are headed over to Prism University.
How do you spell their name again?
Daxiver.
Cool.
And that's the contact that you guys are headed towards, because that's who you go to get stuff analyzed, or
Gotcha.
you would know at Prism
Great.
to have stuff analyzed. So you head over to Prism, which is a place of higher learning over in the 5th Precinct. On the way over, you see the vaulted dome university, and you pass through the central green of the Prism Green, where the statues of the various past presidents are. There is one that is currently bare, that you vaguely remember being of the most recent, and when you were in school, current dean, that is currently cordoned off, and there is someone cleaning it, essentially. make a perception check for me. Anyone who's looking over there.
15.
9.
I got a 19, or I got a dirty 20.
I got a 8.
Okay.
You got a
Well,
fate?
an 8.
If you're rolling fate dice, you're playing the wrong game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right table, wrong game. So you're a little distracted on your way over. This is a place of memories for you. So, you're distracted. Oh, I remember that tree. I remember that bench. That kind of stuff. You two, on the other hand, are focused on the weird thing that's happening with the cordoned off area. There appears to be someone, and you said a dirty 20. There appears to be a Vidalcan cleaning, scrubbing at the pedestal. The pedestal itself appears to be stained or tarnished in some way. What did you get?
I got a 9.
9. Make another roll because I want to smell check.
Smell. So I get advantage on this, right?
Yeah.
That was 15. 15.
Okay, so you guys would all smell. It is acrid. It's like astringent, a little bit.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's just a stain on the thing, I don't think I'd have any reason to mention that.
No, it's
Because
just.
that seems pretty normal.
So anyway, you guys are there at Prism University. The dome building, by the way, of Prism is literally a prism. It looks like a prism. It is a pure prismatic crystal that just shines like a beacon here in the midday sun. It's about noonish, by the way. You guys, time didn't seem to have passed while you were in the basement of the Jescarin's estate. Or at least not much time seems to have passed.
We've all agreed not to talk about what happened in the Just Karen's basement for a while, right?
For a while.
I think that's the best choice here.
All right. Good, because I'm still feeling weird about all of it.
You won't hear me singing about it.
And of course, it shines bright in the midday sun, and all of the greatest minds of Ravnica are attracted to it like moths to a flame. And it is a beautiful, beautiful building. But there in front of you appears to be a Vidalcan feverishly scrubbing on this pedestal.
And you said this statue is one of the dean that when we were in school is the
Yeah.
same one?
So you would, so the dean that you knew in school was Dean Padonis. Padonis, who is also a Vidalcan, was the big cheese in charge, the head kahuna at Prism, not too long ago, maybe 5 years ago. And he, as far as you are aware, and you would be aware, because you get the mail that's like, hey, remember you went to college with us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give us money.
Yeah.
So you get those still.
I
You
contribute.
get
I
scrying
contribute.
stones,
Sure.
like somebody your friend, and
Yeah,
ask you for
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Your family probably gave a significant amount of money beforehand, too.
Right, there might be
Oh,
a Ladrian like hall or like a
I got beat up in there a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where like sophomores have to stay when they have to, before they get to live off campus.
There'll be like a small
What's up,
library
Legacy?
for-
Where you going? You
Yeah.
get books, Legacy?
Oh, man.
Man, that's great. I'm gonna have to come up with something for that. So anyway, Padonis, as far as you're aware, is it's still on the letterhead when you get stuff in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's no other pedestal with a new president. Or anything.
Would I recognize this guy? You said it was a goblin cleaner.
Vidalcan.
A Vidalcan
Vidalcan,
cleaner?
yeah.
Would I recognize them if they're like a janitor that's been here for a long time? Or anything?
Potentially roll a recognition check. Roll a history check.
I have a plus billion on that. Okay.
Character question. Are you the sort of person who recognizes janitors?
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Am I the person who would recognize Jennifer?
Possibly.
That seems more likely to me.
If you want to roll for it, go ahead.
That's actually right. Yeah, that's true.
So what am I rolling? Oh.
Okay.
But I do not recognize them. I'm just so
Okay.
many memories right
You
now.
guys don't. You also had a low.
Yeah. Well, I only rolled one, but yeah.
Oh,
On
okay,
that
sure.
one, for that one.
Yeah, you don't recognize him.
Yeah.
It's weird that I do, because I rolled a 17.
No. Yeah, not someone anybody recognizes. Yeah, he's just sort of feverish and sort of like under his breath, like, I can't believe this is so stupid. I can't believe I have to.
Yes, we walk
I'm
up
gonna
to
do
them.
this until.
Excuse me. What happened here? What is that terrible smell?
Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing wrong.
didn't say anything was wrong. We just asked about the smell.
This is what I'm doing.
You seem to be working very hard.
Yep,
what you're doing.
sure
You're doing a very good
am.
job.
I don't have a ton of time to talk. Nice to see you folks.
Oh, come on, friend. Seems like you got a lot of frustration. Why don't
Nope.
you unload your burden?
Not gonna get me to talk about this. Not gonna.
Does he have a name tag on or anything?
Investigation check. To look for a name tag.
I cannot roll tonight.
He's like
Yeah.
facing away from you, feverishly
Throw
scrubbing.
that dice.
Not gonna do it.
All right. Well, I suppose this is none of our business. We have other things to attend to, so
Should probably try to find Dax before she
Yes.
goes to her next class.
yes, that's a good idea.
I just assume people around here are always weird like this.
What do you mean in school?
Yeah, you educated types, you act strange. Like,
I'm not sure cleaning up a mess is that strange, but
yeah, but
Then
being
again,
all
you-
shifty about it, that's kind of strange.
man is paid to keep secrets. It's probably his job.
I'm sure he has his reasons, and we don't need to pry,
Yep. Thank you. Please move along.
and we do.
You guys head into Prism University. There is, vaulted. It's obviously a big dome structure, vaulted ceiling with the beautiful sunlight pouring in. There's murmuring with shuffling footfalls of students. Distant conversation. Smells deliciously of old books. Smells a little bit like old books. It's not. Yeah.
Even new books are a little off-putting.
It's nice here.
You're wrong, my friend.
You loved it here. It's fine. It's a little bit dirty and informal
Sure.
for your tastes.
Yeah.
But it is a place of learning, and it's nice. It's better than most places.
Not enough bureaucracy at the college.
People are making out on the lawn. They didn't fill out the forms for that.
It says keep
How do
off
I
the
know
grass. There's a
who's
sign
dating
right
who?
there.
There should be signs, right?
So you know how to get to Chemister Dax's office lab. If you want to go straight there, or you can go to the front like human resources information kind of desk, whichever one you prefer.
I think we'll just head straight
Yeah,
to
we know where
there,
she
right?
is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are you walk down a couple hallways and you get to the lab, and there is a door. Obviously,
This is the classroom door?
this is the lab door. Yeah.
Is there a glass pane that we can look through there to see if class is in session or if
Sure. Yeah, you can look through. You look in and the lights are off. Doesn't appear to be any movement in there.
Oh.
Just like lab equipment sitting.
So she's not in there?
I suppose we could wait for her, maybe ask around.
Yeah. Is this her office, though, or is this just like...
Oh yeah, it says
okay.
Dr. Dax or Professor Daxiver. Chemister Daxiver, I guess, is what the door would say.
We could ask our friend out front. He seemed very forthcoming.
Yes. Are there people walking by that we could maybe ask about?
Sure. You see students just going down the hallways, headed between classes and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll just stop one and say, excuse me, do you happen to know where we can find Chemister Dax?
Oh, Dax? Man, you guys... Dax is a hero, man. She melted the dean's statue the other day. It was great. It was...
That does sound great.
Turned it into rotten pudding. Yeah. He expelled her.
Expelled her?
Yeah. Nobody likes him, though. Don't tell the dean I said that, though. I shouldn't have said that.
Well,
I don't know the dean.
Well, we do, but we don't know your name, and it's not really a crime to
Do
give
you
us
go
information.
here? You look like upperclassmen.
We used to go
Used to,
here.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
With alumni.
While back.
Grad students or...
Grad students.
Cool.
What was your name again?
Chad.
Chad.
I've decided.
Well, Chad, we would hate to spill your secret confession to the dean. I was just wondering if you could let us know where Chemister Dax went off to, and then perhaps we can keep your secret between us.
Man, don't... Look, I don't want... I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, we
okay?
don't want you to get in trouble either. So the less time we're here,
All right,
the better.
fine. I mean, she got expelled or whatever they do to teachers.
I think fired is probably
Fired? Well, it'd be tough to fire Professor Dax because she's, she's the fire is the okay. Well,
No, it's very clever. I appreciate your
thanks.
your levity.
I learned
Can
about
we
it.
speed up this
Yeah,
process?
sure. What were we?
Where
talking?
is
where right?
did Mr. Dax go
She was so all of her labs are canceled now, and let's see if he remembers. They sent her back to the Crucible, I think, which is their the alchemy place. Does
Alchemy.
that sound familiar?
Does it, Ruben?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. So the Izzet does it. The Izzet have a number of different offices all over the 10th district, and some of them are. Let me find the section here.
Some of them are having fantastic happy hours.
Yeah, I mean he seems like he's enjoying his college experience.
He's been smoking too much of that Rebel Belt Kush.
Kush.
Sounds
like Rockshot came a little early this year.
Yeah.
And a little late.
So,
frequent.
wow. Let's see here. The Laboratory of Alchemy is dedicated to the science of transmuting one substance to another. And that is right here in the 5th district, is right on the outskirts of Prism University.
Hey, Ruben, what book did you find that in?
I found that in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
Hey, cool.
Yay for having a physical
Hey!
copy.
Feel free to
in
turn in your
Ravnica.
hymnals to page 65 for be able to learn more about that. There are lots of labs that various members of you would know about. The lab of metallurgy is in the smelting quarter, so you've definitely dealt with them before. The laboratory of storms and electricity is at the top of Nivix, so that one's tough to miss. It's like the giant antenna that's at the top of Mizdix. There is, let's see here, the laboratory of gravitational inversion conducts research on means of flight and has a workshop near Augustin Station in the 10th, right
Let's
near where
avoid
you
that
are.
Oh yes, their employees are quite fond of Lola, one of my
And there are a ton of labs of pyrology and orientation and mimeography and various other lots of things that there are. But the office of alchemy is right down the street, essentially.
And that's the Crucible?
That's the Crucible.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your assistance.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, Chad. I've already
Sure.
forgotten your dark secrets.
What?
Nothing.
All right. I'll see ya. And he will sort of stumble off.
Kids these days.
That's probably a senator's son.
Lucian, do make
I
a
forgot.
Lucian. What's your passive perception, Lucian?
My passive perception, I believe it's 14, but let me check.
14.
My passive investigation is 16. Yes, 14.
Okay. You do appear to be drawing some inquisitive eyes from passerbys.
From students?
Yeah, from students.
Okay.
Many
Not,
sides of many eyes.
Right, there you go. It's not, you are a group that is a Minotaur, a
Right.
Loxodon, four different guilds,
Half-barbed.
5 different guilds, honestly. Or however many guilds you are.
Just 4.
4 right now.
Yeah, she's
But
not
you are
openly
you are
severe.
drawing a little bit of attention and also hanging out outside of Dax's office,
Sure.
as this has been a recent hotbed of activity. Roll a perception check.
Okie dokie.
That looks cocked.
Yeah, it did. All right, 19.
Okay. I mean, a lot of folks are like turning and looking as they pass. There does appear to be just one student who's like sort of agog at you, like sort of holding a book to her chest and sort of staring down the hallway. Like,
It seems
about
we're,
a while away though.
we are drawing some unwanted attention, and since Dax is no longer here, we might as well head out.
She will turn around and walk away. Yes.
I wonder if they remember that time where we mixed up the alchemical components and it took your eyebrows off for nearly a week.
Yes. I do remember that, and I hope nobody else does.
Oh, I bet they do.
Well, let's not stick around long
Hey, do you
enough
remember
to
this guy's eyebrows?
Or lack of.
I'm sure they don't remember that, so let's just keep on
Velma
moving.
just grabs a random older-looking student and goes, "Do you remember this eyebrows?
What?
Do you remember the eyebrow thing?"
No, I'm new.
Okay,
Here.
fair enough.
Actually, one sec, because he's staring at you now. He's not going to recognize
Okay.
the famous Ladrian, though. No, I don't. What?
Never mind.
It was a long
Never
time
mind.
ago.
Can
don't
I-
think.
You're late to class. Go.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you an attention.
All the students here seem confused all the time. I think that's what book learning does to you, you know? It's like life is simple and it makes sense, and the more you learn, the less things make sense.
Well, there's a lot of things going on at school, and a lot of emotions, and a lot of,
Drugs.
well, hopefully not, but it's,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were the morality police with Mr. Eyebrow burning off.
I'm the everything police.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
You're just now realizing he's the
Oh, no, I'm
morality
aware of it.
police? Because...
I'm just making fun of him for this clever college move.
All right, okay, fair enough.
I mean, you should have seen him back in class. He had cards for every single step, of every exercise we had to do.
I wanted to be prepared, and I was. I did graduate top of my class. No surprise there, of course.
Of course, because you were paid for it.
Because I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing.
My parents may have made a grand donation, but it did not affect my grades in any way. I assure you. I
Oh,
worked-
sure.
Sure, of course.
And how many kids who were raised on the streets of the smelting district were at the top level of the class, huh?
I don't know. I didn't.
I bet I know, and I don't even look at the records.
And I'm sure Nevin Jess Karen's parents' money wasn't able to keep the Boros out of the house, correct?
This episode got political, which I love.
This is more just Velma
Yeah, no, I know.
jabbing at Luke.
I know.
It's not really...
I know.
I may have been granted some slight advantages. I admit, but I worked very hard to be where I am. Let's.
Which
Please,
is too long in this spot, so let's go. and
Yes.
find-
Let's just. Let's leave and head over to the crucible if that's not too far away.
So you head over to the Laboratory of Alchemy, which is just down the road from Prism University. You can still see Prism's large dome. You can still see the Ismeri Library pillar, sort of column structure as you head to the Laboratory of Alchemy.
Velma wouldn't have her been because I forgot I was dressed like a non-guild when we went to the
Right.
to Miss Jess Karen's
Sure.
house. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can be as.
Yeah.
So are you still ungilded right now?
Yeah, because she was pretending to be Valerie when
Yeah.
she went into Jess Karen's house.
Right.
So she's probably still dressed the same way.
Okay.
I forgot about that because it's been
Great.
2 episodes since we actually had that moment.
Sure. So you guys head on over to the Crucible, as it's called in these parts.
And this is an is it territory alchemist lab?
Yes.
Okay.
This is essentially where the experiments of turning one thing into another thing are headquartered
Great.
in the 10th district. The ISIT have, lots of different experiments, but a lot of them are different, differing.
Yeah.
And this one in particular is for that. So you guys head on over to the Crucible. So as you're walking over, picture the Izzet Guildgate from Return to Ravnica, folks, if you are looking at what the Crucible looks like. You see a crackling gyro tower that's sort of static electricity sort of jumps along it as you wander over. Giant pipes, some of which are rippling with heat, some of which are very clearly cold, all of which have a slight buzz or roar to them. On either side of the Crucible Gate are spheres, one of which has swirling, brilliant blue electricity, and the other one is churning with what looks like liquid fire. And you can walk under a draconic guild symbol of the Izzet and enter inside of this building. It is the architecture of the building itself isn't particularly extravagant. This appears to be more of a cube, a square building with lots of things sticking out of it.
Okay.
As you go inside, everyone, your hair on your arms starts to stand on end, and on the back of your neck, faintly. There's just a buzz in the air when you're inside of the crucible.
Astaroth always feels a little tense in Is It territory, just because it seems like something could pretty much explode any moment.
Yeah.
It might be you.
Yeah.
So you see, you walk in, and there's no desk. There's no, it just looks like there are just hallways headed off in various directions. There is a signboard, and on the signboard you can see various names of various people, and there appears to be a hastily scribbled sign that says Dax Ivor 307 and points in a direction.
Okay.
So you'll head
Well,
off
I guess
to-
she landed on her feet.
Seems pretty clear she did.
I guess guilds all take care of their own.
So you guys head on over to room 307, and as you get there, there are double doors, no windows on these.
Okay.
And from inside, you can hear the flurry of activity, and you hear a familiar female voice inside. It's both an ingress denial mechanism and an attractive hallway light. I love it.
Sounds like Dax.
That's Dax for sure.
Let me try something. One sec. Zap on. Zap off.
I don't know if we should go inside now or wait for the explosion first.
Maybe
God.
take a step
Just
back from the
send-
door.
send out-
Watch the voltage.
Send the
Watch the
photos in.
voltage. We don't need another charred Viashino, all right?
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple steps back, actually.
That's
Let's
actually-
Yeah,
just
it's
make
probably
sure.
the best idea.
Smart.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand behind you.
That seems fair.
So you walking in?
Yeah. Once we hear the murmur die down, we'll walk inside.
Okay.
It's your teacher. Go ahead.
The murmur is still palpable, but you find a moment where it seems to have been things
no,
aren't
no.
quite as ridiculous. You walk into a room and you see a woman, a goblin woman, who is sort of in like a moo situation. She's a large woman with like a red moo
Okay.
that has like metal edging to the outfit.
Question.
Yes,
What's a moo-moo?
sort of just like an over.
It's like a night dress robe.
Yeah,
sort
like a
of
night dress
thing.
robe.
All right, I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
I think
like a
we're-
pullover.
It's like
Yeah.
it's got like no like shaping to it. It's
I've
kind
got
of-
an image in my mind. It might be wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it'll do.
I actually want to know who
Picture.
was
You can also picture the original. Is it Guild Mage, except for a woman?
That I can
There's a flurry of white hair that is sort of shocked back.
She just
She
hit her
has
head, discovered
large adjustable lenses, one of which appears to be popped out a little bit thicker than the others.
so much.
She is wearing a backpack that is connected to a bracer on her arm that sort of thrums and her arm sort of jolts at awkward times. And the connecting tubing from her backpack to her arm appears to be moving as well, along with that as well. She will say, all right, we'll try again. Lucian, my boy, how's your mother doing?
Hello. She's fine.
How are the hypergravitrons on the building's elevator? They working? Does your mom need me to come over?
Oh no, they're working quite well actually.
No?
Yes, no, they're
All right, good.
quite good.
You know, we could also give them those new dirt-proof windows. We can run electricity through the two panes, and it never needs to be cleaned. You never need to clean them. They also electrocute anybody who tries to break in. It's really fascinating stuff. I could install them, no charge. No charge for Senator Ladrian, of course.
Well, I am very interested in that. Why don't you use my office as sort of a testing ground for that before installing?
Great.
Into,
You have an office.
I do. I'm
Great.
an investigator.
That's
now.
lovely.
Yeah. You remember Tutoru?
Tuturu, hi. How are you?
Good.
You don't have windows.
No. Kind of open
Right.
space theme.
Yeah,
in the
not as much we
conclave.
can do over there. But,
No.
if you haven't even like a bug zapper or something.
I'm just realizing why we have so many dead birds on the street next to the Izzet building down in the the smelting district.
Who are your friends?
These are our associates.
Yes.
That's Astarock, and this is
Valerie.
Val. You can call me
Val,
Yeah.
I
You can call
would.
me Val.
Nice, very. I would.
Yeah, I'll just wave
Maybe
at you.
it's best.
I'll
Yeah,
just wave
it's
at you.
best
That
to
sounds
not.
good.
If you want, we could bump elbows.
I mean, even that seems a little bit sketchy, but I guess we'll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh God!
Make a no I'm kidding.
And you die. Oh man. All right.
So what are you?
Thought that might break bad, but it'll be okay.
So she walks over to her desk, and you are now in this room here. Not that there's any combat that's going to happen or anything, but feel free if you have your minis to.
I do.
I didn't grab mine.
So
Oh,
this,
no.
this delightful nun with a gun is going to be
None with a gun.
Is going to be
a good
Dax
movie.
Iver. Yeah, don't worry. We're taking a break right now. So if you want to, the spectrometers are just cooling. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
That's
no.
He just kind of rolls in.
you know. I do have to
Make
get
sure
back.
it's safe.
I do have to get back to work quickly, though. You know, is it brains and is it boilers? They're constantly under pressure. So what can I do for you, my boy?
Bigger you are than us.
I have some evidence I'd like analyzed if you have the time.
A sample. Wow. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Let me take a look.
All right. Pardon the strange device holding it, but it is a pocket watch. Inside are some ashes that
Okay.
I've taken from a body.
She will have walked over to her desk and picked up a jar of pickled onions, and is like drinking from it. Is like, all right, let me take a look.
Do you have some sort of sterile container for this, or
I can get you something. Hold on.
yeah.
And he will, or she will call and say, "Hey, I need a sterilization container," and get you something.
Hey, Tutoru, Lucian.
You want any of these?
Entirely sure we trust this person.
That's my girl. I like her.
Yeah, she's harmless.
I mean,
That'll put hair
Well,
in
not
chest.
harmless,
Yeah, that's
but
probably not
she's
the right
Pickled
one.
onions?
It's pretty good. They'll put hair in chest.
Pickled
You already
onion?
got plenty.
No, you don't.
No, I'm.
No,
quite
you were
all right.
never. All right.
can I get one more of those?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's good.
Oh well. I'll take one more. Why
Great.
not?
So what's and she'll so it'll be placed in a metal bowl essentially.
Okay, I'll need two because I have two separate ashes.
Oh, okay, sure. Sure.
And I'll need them to be marked as such.
Indeed. All right, this one will be number A.
Number eight.
This one will be B.
Okay. So I will.
Okay.
put
I
one
like
into
this
there,
woman.
Yeah.
Great, great, great.
and the other one was in a piece of paper.
Let me take just less scientific, but sometimes I can.
That is
Oh my
ashes
gosh,
from
you're
a
snorting
dead
it.
Oh, I'm not snorting them. I'm smelling. I'm smelling.
Oh
Calm down.
Snorting
Well, was this one? Now, which one was this one?
The first one I gave was
Was Mookie? Okay. Interesting. This one. Delicious.
Delicious.
Sorry, no, I'm talking about the onions. Wow, this is curious. This smells like tree ashes. This is like is this an oak tree, maybe?
Dryad tree?
I'm sorry, what?
It might have like some dryad hints to it.
A dryad, you say? Wow, these are fabulous. Again, the onions. I apologize. No, this is marvelous too. This is really interesting. Let's put this thing in the get the RNO wavelength spreader ready so we can cycle through the sample and see the light diversity. And they will set up some garbage across the room, So go ahead and fire up the centrifuge, interns. And so what we're going to do is we're going to separate the contaminants from the particulate, and we'll be able to analyze, and we'll be able to get back to you in a couple of days.
I'm sorry, Dax. Did you say interns?
Yeah.
You're letting interns handle,
Evidence.
Well, yeah.
highly important.
Well, they're flammable, expendable.
The interns.
Yeah.
but that my evidence is not. That is very important.
Oh
and that
no,
needed.
nothing bad happens inside the machine.
We're outside the machine.
And she will put her goggles on. Oh, well, you better step back!
Thelma steps behind Astrok again.
Hey, the only action worth taking is one with an unknown outcome, am I right? You kids went back to the Azorius and the Celestia. You never appreciate randomness.
I'm a big fan.
Yes, RNG wasn't really the best thing for us.
Improvisation
and
is the
natural.
key of life.
And so she'll hand it off to a couple of interns. And they will load it into this machine, and she will dial up something at the desk over here. Where do you guys want to be?
Behind this blast shield.
Yeah,
Behind Astrok.
These are blast shields over here.
I'll go by Dax on that side of the blast shield.
Okay, Dax is at
Astrok
his
is so
desk.
Astrok is so deeply out of his comfort zone here. He's
Thelma's
just kind of
behind
like
Astrok.
shuffling
With
in his
Astrok.
like
He's
spot.
behind Astrok.
behind Astrok.
Yeah.
And then Lucian?
I'll be on this side as well.
She's using Astrok as like a vague Minotaur shield for things.
As we walk away, I'll be like, I'll whisper to you, don't worry, as long as you don't touch or stand near anything, you'll be fine.
What, like anything?
Anything.
What counts as anything?
Anything.
Oh no.
So she will continue to eat onions and say, so, did you, what, a dryad, you say? This is fascinating.
Yes. They are...
Well, do you know that this is... I mean, if they burned up, then who knows, right? This could not... I mean, it could just be a missing dryads person's report.
Maybe. We're just trying to figure out the cause or, like, you know, anything weird with the ashes.
Okay, well, you know, this is... It's going to take a little while as she is sort of spouting off the details of it taking a while. Chemister, we're getting some strange readings from the reactor. Well, that's... Okay.
Should we...
Can you keep... No, I'm sure it's fine. We're losing containment. It's not fine. You guys should cover your ears.
Oh
Breach!
My poor ears.
And the device that was loading up here explodes a little bit, and we get some fire happening around the outside here.
no. Explodes a little bit. On the is it scale, it's like a 4.
Yeah, right? It's not bringing the
nothing.
house down. Well, that doesn't usually happen. What amazing self-reactivity. That's pretty great. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, hold on. And you see the thick clouds are growing even thicker, and then the thick clouds begin to grow teeth as a blister coil weird appears out of the smoke.
Yay.
Good.
I was hoping we'd run
And
into weird.
It is
I love
going
weirds.
to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll be its first turn. Everybody roll initiative.
Well, that's
Oh,
weird.
boy.
Sorry. I have to...
Contain it! Force it back into the reactor!
Ooh.
No.
Whew, whew. I rolled a 19.
Oh boy.
Me too.
Oh dear.
I
For
rolled a
Dax?
6.
We roll that 20.
I rolled a nat
Oh no,
20.
Dax has not rolled yet.
Just kidding.
The weird roll.
Yeah, just checking.
Dax is not going to be attacking this thing.
I was kidding.
Okay.
I was implying. I was making a joke about who
As
was
you
going
are
first.
now in combat with a blister coil weird.
It's in the mug.
What book is that in?
That's in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, available in local game stores now and available online. Support your friendly local game store. All right,
By the way, as we start
20 or higher.
going to initiative,
Yes.
Thelma says, I guess it's time to go back to school.
We just came from school.
We're not in school.
This is school?
No.
Oh, it's just a line. It's a rhyme.
Just go with it.
Just let me have
run
this.
Let her have her moment.
Oh, well, she said
Alright.
it in her other accent, though.
My
I
weird.
guess we're back to school.
So we both rolled 19s. My weird has a +3 to dexterity.
Oh, yeah?
So it has a 23.
But
I
she rolled
have a -1.
But she
Perfect.
A nat 20, though.
I did have a
Oh, you had a
20.
nat 20?
Yes.
So 19.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have higher than 19?
No.
So Tushru will go second.
Or I just fall
Or
off.
you fall
I'm
behind the
just
screen.
done.
Anybody else? 15 to 10?
I have 12.
12? 10 to 5?
I got a 6.
And then Lucian
I got 3.
at the end.
No.
Oh, do you have a -2? Oh, no, you rolled a...
2 plus 1.
It appears as if the explosion has made some of those interns flammable and expendable. And as the weird comes out, it is dragging fire behind it. Like so.
Oh, boy.
Great.
doesn't appear to be spreading, as the floor doesn't appear to be flammable, but it is going to get to go first, and it doesn't see anybody 5, 10, 15 yet. Now sees over here. So 20, 25, 30.
Great.
And it does not have a ranged attack.
Haha.
So it's just going to dash
Oh.
up to you. And this is all on fire. The area where it left
Looks like I
a
chose the right
turn
spot.
ago
Yeah.
exploded with
Seriously?
fire, but then dissipates quickly. So the trail of fire appears to only last for a round. And it comes up to you and is in just next to you. And then it will be your turn. But at the top of your turn, as a result of the blister coil weird having a heated body,
Ooh.
I'm going to roll a d10.
That sounds great on a
And
cold
you're going
night.
to take 5. You're going to
Doesn't it,
take
though?
5 fire damage.
Awesome.
As the weird's just being in its presence causes you fire damage.
I hate fire.
It also sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet, in case you were wondering.
It's a walking nightlight.
So as long as it's standing near me, I'm taking fire damage.
As long as it touches a creature that touches the weird or hits it with a melee attack while it's within 5 feet takes 5 fire damage.
Okay.
So it's like up on you.
And then it says, I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I bring you to burn. It's a song.
Let's see here.
I know that.
I knew you did.
Oh, it's actually
Yeah.
in your space.
Fire.
Sorry.
Oh, great.
So it is going to be
Great.
in the space with you to cause you that fire damage.
That's cool.
Man. You all right over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Just get a little
You can still
hot.
hit it if you want to.
But if I hit it, I take more damage.
Whenever you hit it with a melee attack, you take damage.
Okay.
Although you're already in a space with it, so I'm going to say no.
Cool. I wonder if would Sacred Flame do less damage to it then?
Was
No,
it
Sacred
I
Flame
never
is
figured that out.
radiant.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sacred Flame
So
is
it's like
radiant.
a light damage? Is that what radiant
Yeah.
means?
Sort of,
Essentially.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like a holy damage.
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm going to. I don't want you to start getting hit, so I'll just stay there.
Okay.
And
You want to hit it?
yeah, I'll hit it with my mace.
Great.
12 plus 3, 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. 5 damage.
5 damage. What are you hitting it with?
My mace.
Okay. Is your mace magical in any way?
No.
Okay, so you hit the weird. It doesn't do as much damage as you might have liked.
I'm gonna cast spells on it from now on.
It appears to be resistant to your mace. It
I have
isn't
any
magical.
Bonus actions I can do. My spiritual weapon.
Velma, you're up next.
Okay.
Unless
Velma?
you have a
No,
bonus.
go for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
If you have a bonus, let me know. We'll get to it later.
Velma is going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Valerie.
Valerie going to cast Dissonant
Dissonant Whispers. Great.
Yeah. So she gonna need that.
So you need a save?
She needs that. Yeah, that weird got to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Yikes. 15 on the dice.
Well, that beat it. So nothing happened. So I still got to roll 3d6.
That was a
It only takes
wisdom
half.
save, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
But it only takes 3d. It only takes half this damage.
Okay.
So let's find out what that damage is going to be.
Yep.
It's going to be 3. That's going to be 6. That's going to be
What's the
9.
3? You
so,
rolled 3
9
times?
Yeah, I did roll 3 times. So 9. So it takes
9
4
total.
damage.
No. This is magical damage.
Oh.
It takes all of that.
Oh, because it doubles. All right.
It is
Cool.
it is resistant to some things, but not resistant to some other
Okay.
things.
So
And so it takes
6,
the
9.
full. As well,
Okay.
it's like psychic damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes all that. It'll take all that psychic damage.
even though it resisted the save.
Well, yeah, because it resists.
Oh,
the
yeah,
save.
the
That's why
save
she was.
has-
Oh,
having
I
a
see what you're
feat.
saying. Yeah. Okay, so it'll take half because it.
Yes, it
not
takes-
because it resisted.
It takes
but because
4
of the
because
save.
it would be 4 and a half
Gotcha.
we round
Okay,
down.
that makes
so.
sense. All right.
I was like, oh, so psychic does double damage. Good to know for future reference,
Yeah.
but it does not.
That's its.
That's not a fact anymore.
Sure. So it takes that damage. Astarock.
All right, I knew something was going to explode. So I'm going to I don't want to horn charge it because it's made of fire. But I think I got to get over there and save you guys.
What are you gonna do? Cast healing word? Get over there and do what you do.
Oh, right. Okay.
Although, to be fair, you do also have a ranged attack now.
I do. But I feel like throwing my lightning javelin at a heavily clustered group of my allies.
Yeah. I mean, it is like on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Seems like a great idea. Why are you doing it?
Don't get hit by this!
Try to catch it.
No, I'm actually going to get out and be like, oh, this is a bad idea. And, can I, yeah, I'm just gonna charge it.
Okay.
So,
Through the fire and the flames.
yeah.
Ah!
So, yep, you're able to charge it. This fire, by the way, is like not. It's like hot coals essentially.
Sure.
It's not going to damage you. The blister coil weird going to damage you.
For surezies.
So make an attack roll
Yeah,
because you're charging, right?
Right, so I'm doing the Hammering Horns Minotaur charge.
If there was ever a place to use charge, it's in an Is It factory.
All right.
Uh,
Yes, I'm going to maximize my velocity.
Great.
And see what I got. So that is a 13.
13 just hits.
Yes!
got it.
Roll for damage.
All right. And my horns are 1d6 plus 4,
Okay.
which is 8.
Are your horns magical in any way?
They're magical to me.
No.
Indeed. So in your heart, you dealt full damage.
Yes.
But in reality, you
No.
don't have damage. And then you're also going to take a D10 worth of fire damage for touching it. That's cocked. 5 fire
5.
damage.
So you know what? I still came out ahead because I did, well,
4.
no. I did 4. I did 5.
You attempted to do more.
Well, I'm not the math character.
Right. And then, last but not least, Lucian.
I want to turn to Dax and ask her, do you think this thing can understand me?
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
All right, worth a shot. I'm going to take a few steps away. Do I take damage if I go over this fire thing at all, or does that do anything?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to cast command on this thing. And I'm going to say, you are technically evidence of the Azorius Senate, so I need you to stop what you're doing and just drop to the floor.
So, for command,
yes.
does the character have to understand you?
Yes.
Okay. What language are you speaking?
It's common, I guess.
Okay.
But
I'm going to make an intelligence check for this blister coil weird to
Okay.
see if it randomly knows common. Because it doesn't naturally.
okay.
But I'm going to give you a shot here.
I know other languages I could try it in.
I
know
make
Draconic.
an intelligence
Okay,
check for me.
Cool.
You got this.
This is a 4 plus. You said intelligence.
Intelligence.
It's probably just going to be a 6 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you try to figure this one out as Garal.
Okay.
You're in Is It territory. What language do you think it could speak?
I mean, it would probably be something elementally, but I will try Draconic
Okay.
because that is a connection to Niv Mizzet itself,
Mhm.
and I feel like everything.
And you don't
is
know
it.
elemental anyway.
I don't know elemental. I do know Draconic, so
Right.
I would
It's a
try
good thing
that.
you don't know elemental and do know Draconic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
cool.
officially in the book, this thing speaks Draconic.
Oh,
Yes!
cool.
That is the only language that it speaks.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great. Then I will say it in Draconic. So you have to make a Wisdom saving throw, and the command I am choosing to use. I guess let's wait.
12 on the dice.
That's a failure.
Okay.
Plus
0 to wisdom.
Okay.
Is what I
Okay.
have.
So one word command. I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose grovel. The target falls prone and then ends its turn.
Okay. Interestingly, the blister coil weird is immune to prone.
What?
Oh!
No.
So it will attempt to bend forward like this, and as it does, another version of itself pops
Oh
up from
my
behind
That's
gosh.
actually kind of awesome.
That's a bit disturbing.
It just keeps repeating it too, because it's
Yeah.
just trying to.
Oh!
it.
Oh!
Now, so it goes prone and it ends its turn?
Yes, is what it says. Let's see. You speak one more command. So
All right, well, it didn't go prone, but I guess it ends its turn?
If You so the GM determines how the target behaves.
I determined how the target behaves.
Yeah. This
Okay.
says the target falls prone, then ends its turn, which is weird to say because I'm doing it on my turn.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. So it will end its turn, but it will not be prone.
Okay. I tried.
So on its turn, it will do the thing I just described.
I'm cool with that.
Tutaru, at the top of your turn, you are in its square. You take 10 fire damage.
Lovely.
What would you like to do?
I would like to. I can't 5-foot with you anymore, can I?
You know, diametrically opposing energies with self-sealed plasmadermic bubbles make great pets if you want to just keep it for later.
Dax, when these things normally appear, what is the protocol to get rid of them?
They don't normally appear here. This is part of the plasmodermic studies over on the other side of town.
Okay.
Something magical must have been in the sample.
I think my head's on fire.
I'm gonna try to get away from this thing. Can I disengage?
You can disengage for your action.
All right, I'm gonna disengage.
Great, and you're gonna go away from it.
Yep, as far
You
as
want to go this way, or you want to go that way?
Just straight back is fine.
That way.
That way.
This way. Okay.
Yep.
So you got to get over to the stairs, unless you want to try to hurdle the wall.
I'll go
here.
towards
This
the
is about
stairs, that's fine.
This is about a 10-foot drop.
I'll go over the stairs.
Okay.
It's fine.
5, 10, 15.
Oh, that's like
20,
3 foot for
25,
me. It's
30.
not very.
Yeah.
It's
It's like nothing to me.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I like the idea of watching a Loxodon hurdle
Oh,
anything.
this fire.
Well on fire.
Yeah.
This fire will mostly dissipate, and the area around it will instead be more fire-based. So this is sort of fire right now.
It's like that old joke, why did the elephant jump over the railing?
Can I
Because it was on fire.
Yes, exactly.
healing word myself because it says a creature of your choice, but I don't know
Yes.
what that means. Okay.
For sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that since. I'm
Great,
getting
and that's a
21.
bonus?
Yes.
Great.
Oh wait, we didn't heal from last time, did we?
We got our
No, but
we
it
got our
did
health
reset
back.
from before we entered.
Right.
Right, but I was lower health before we
no.
entered.
Oh.
the
Yeah, I
forest.
Okay.
Ah, right. You were a little bit lower.
I'm at 19.
We weren't expecting to
well,
fight here.
That's it for me.
Okay. Velma.
Friend, you know what? That Distant Whisper seems to be doing pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick with
Keep
that
doing that?
game plan. So I'm going to go ahead and have you roll that Wisdom saving throw again.
12 on the dice.
Okay, that one actually loses this time.
Great.
My DC is a 14, so I'm going to roll. I think it's easier on myself this time. Or not. Okay. Here, I'm going to borrow this from you since that's your move. All right. That one's just put on the side. So I have 7. I have 9 again somehow. I managed to roll exactly at 9 again.
9 again. It
Yeah.
takes all of that. All of that damage.
I'm gonna mark that spell slot.
Yeah. So it's getting a little bit of brain freeze, this fire being.
And question for you real
Yes.
quick. The magical items that we picked up in the Jess Karen's house,
Uh-huh.
would those not be attuned yet?
If they require attunement, they are not attuned.
Okay, good to know.
You will need to attune to them over a period of time equivalent to a short rest.
Okay,
So
good
yeah.
to know.
Astarock, at the start of your turn, go ahead and take 3 fire damage.
Seems fair.
I keep forgetting to give inspiration out. Oh,
Oh, okay. You can give inspiration out. I'll let
okay,
you
it's a
inspire.
bonus action, so...
Say something inspiring, and I'll let
yeah.
you do it.
Okay, what I say is... I got nothing, so
All right.
well, because she's doing it like with her like magic and her
Right,
with her
yeah.
backs are all to her.
Okay.
So
Oh God! Oh, my Tajikun burning! He's gonna whip out his new javelin.
Okay.
And trying to like block the thing with his shield, he's just gonna start stabbing at it with his lightning javelin.
Okay.
Which it can be used as a
It
short
can be
range
used
weapon.
as just a javelin, for
Yeah.
sure. So go ahead. And you're just using it as a javelin.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's still a magic item.
Oh, it is magic.
It says it
sure.
can still
You're
be magic.
absolutely right.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yay.
Good call.
All right, so that is a 13.
13's the armor class.
Yeah.
Now, are you adding your axe proficiency? Or
I am
if you're
proficient in
you're still
javelin.
proficient? Okay, cool. It
Yeah.
is 13, so you
Yeah, because
roll
it's
for
just
damage.
a simple melee weapon.
ice cream
Great.
javelin.
Yeah.
Ha.
All right, so it's not going to do as much damage.
You say
I
that.
just do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only does 1d6. 1d6 plus 4 piercing.
Great.
Get it.
Okay, so that does 6.
It'll take 6 damage.
Boom!
Which was
Did
more-
with my javelin.
Yep, there you go. It's magical. There you go.
Do I take damage for attacking it?
For attacking it, you took damage this turn already, so I'm not dealing you additional damage. I
Okay.
think I'm supposed to be dealing you additional damage, but I've decided I'm not, because who cares?
We can take it.
And actually, as a bonus action, I want to use my second wind and heal up a little bit.
Okay.
So I will just be like, all right, brace yourself. You knew you were going into innocent territory. Things could have gone on fire. You knew this was a possibility. Get yourself together, Astaroth. Pep talk, and I gain 6 hit points.
Okay. Note for you, by
7.
the way, you are on fire now.
Oh,
As are you.
Mm-hmm.
Until you need to take an action to douse the fire, or else the burning will continue. The land will continue to burn.
You need some penicillin.
Someone
Yeah.
needs
Fire will
someone
continue.
needs to take an action.
I'll just
Actually,
stop,
you know
drop,
what?
and roll.
I will roll for Dax. Okay, Dax will put you out.
Oh,
You're
thanks,
still
Dad.
on fire though. Dax is here somewhere. Dax doesn't care.
She did it as I ran away.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that weirds are based on wild contradictions, yet they still kind of work. Lucian.
We're learning so much today.
It's like we never left class.
I hate education.
You seem to love fire. I'm gonna walk up behind Astaroth and try to grab part of him that isn't on fire, maybe.
Great.
And cast heroism on him and say, "Listen, Astaroth, I know you're afraid because you're literally on flames right now, but think about it. Some of those angels, they're fire main angels.
Ooh.
Think of yourself as a fire main minotaur."
Ooh.
I'm a beautiful fireman minotaur.
As literally his mane is on fire, you grab Astaroth by the tail and able to
this
cast
all right?
it through his. Yeah. Is this okay? Is this weird?
legal?
And you now have the effects of heroism.
We
So,
should just cast
right.
clerical inspiration.
You are imbued with bravery. You cannot be frightened, and you gain 4 temp hit points at the start of your turn.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Every turn?
Every turn.
Jeez.
But you gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier, which is 4.
Wow.
But I believe anytime you gain 10 hit points, you don't increase 10 hit points. You
Right.
just reset.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you'll have.
So they will go first.
Yeah, 10 hit points don't
This,
stack.
Yeah.
again,
Oh,
this
I
is
see.
essentially to take away that fire
This is the
damage.
top
Yeah,
off.
temporary hit
Sorry,
points
again.
don't stack. So
And I'm going to cast
Does it
that.
somehow do anything if you're on fire?
You're brave, so maybe you can just use that fire. But hey, also
Get that fire back inside of you, you know?
since I cast a spell on you, first level, Voice of Authority, you get to make an attack as a reaction.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
So have
it.
Adam,
Good.
my red bull friend.
I love this voice of authority thing.
It's such a
It's
good thing.
so good.
Although
That's-
I'm running out of spell slots.
All right.
So,
Okay. So another javelin attack. That's a natty 1.
oh
Yikes. That will unsurprisingly miss. Unless your bonus is plus 12.
It ain't.
Okay.
It plus 6.
So you stab and it sort of shifts into, it makes a donut of itself, a dough circle, and you jab straight through it.
Those circles have betrayed me.
don't eat that one. I'm going to take a couple steps back after.
Okay, top of the round, it's going to be its turn again. Now that it's spent some time in its own fire, you see that it actually begins, because it feeds on fire, it's going to grow a little bit.
Oh
To move
no!
it.
Just a little bit bigger.
I'm a beautiful angel.
Bigger.
I'm not
there.
scared.
We have to kite it.
And it is going to make a attack against you, Astaroth.
All right.
Crap. So this is plus 5. So, sorry, plus 6 because it's a size bigger. 10 is the total to hit you. No.
No.
I rolled a 4 on the dice.
Why did you ask that?
I could take
So
my
it
armor
takes
off
a
and it wouldn't
swing,
hit
but
me.
it's not used to its bigger size, so it just swings right over your head. Feels a little hot though. So
That's okay. I'm a beautiful angel.
it's true. Tutoru.
The heat's part of it.
And it's actually going to move around
Thank God.
Oh no.
and in contact with Lucian still.
Oh, that's not so good.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
It stayed in your distance, so no.
It just shifted.
Just shifted.
Darn.
Tutoru.
He is shifty boy.
Shifty boy. Shifty boy.
How's Astrog looking right now?
On a scale of 1 to 36, I'm about a 23.
Okay. Sounds good. I will just cast for. Will Bless do anything? Because we're not making those type of attacks. I don't think it will. No. Bless isn't going to do much.
What type of attacks?
It just any like normal attacks normally. Like it would help you, but I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah, just not for everybody, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The upside to not thinking about the consequences that you always surprise people who do. It's great.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on
Be
it.
sure to contact the pseudo-dermatological laboratory over by the whatever district. What?
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Great. Do I need to make
Oh
a
yeah,
save?
sorry, you have to make a save. You have
I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Dexterity.
So it's a 5.
You,
So what? How much damage do I take?
you're gonna take 1d8 radiant damage.
Ooh, yeah.
That's 5.
Nice.
It takes that damage.
That's right, it does.
Velma.
Velma.
Oh, did you have anything else? Sorry.
Nope.
Velma.
Velma, as a change of pace, is going to make a thrown weapon attack.
Ooh.
She's going to take one of her daggers, and she's going to, now that she finally can, without hitting Lucian, who was standing in
Gotcha.
between her, there was like a line of Lucian and
You got a nice
Astaroth.
big red target.
Yeah. So she's going to fling her dagger
Uh-huh.
right at him, which that I'm going to roll first. So that's a... Okay. That's going to be an 18.
Hits.
Okay. So that, first of all, I roll a d4 plus 2 for that. And then I have another action. I have a bonus I'm going to take.
Cool.
So just before we move on. So that's actually going to be a 6 before the happening,
Cool.
right? So that's
Question.
yeah.
Yeah. Magical.
That one is not. That one's just
Okay.
piercing.
So
So
it'll
that's
take
going to be
3
3 piercing. That's fine. Because now I'm going to use one of my Bardic Inspiration points to use Psychic Blades, which allows me to roll 2d6 psychic damage whenever I make a weapon attack.
Wow.
So I basically infuse my blade with
Cool.
psychic damage.
That's what you were gonna do to what's his name?
Sure was.
Salias.
Oh.
My plan with Salias was, just for the people who enjoyed that moment, was to do the knife
Stabby.
psychic blades,
Oh.
and then use heat metal on the
the
blade
dagger.
that was in him to
Yeah.
to burn him. That
Right.
was my plan of like doing the
Gross.
most. So it was like a sneak attack.
Heat metal not going to be a thing here, partially because this
'Cause it's
is
not
made
made
of
of-
fire.
He'd be like, oh no, the metal's hot.
Gross fire.
But psychic, that's a whole
Great.
other ballgame.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, and that is going to be just a 5. 5
All
psychic
right,
damage.
5
which is
psychic
a little
damage.
bit, a little bit of
Hey,
a downer after
you know
that-
what?
that
Every
build-up.
little bit counts. So,
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that knife back just when we're done.
It is Astaroth's turn. Astaroth, at the start of your turn, you're going to take some damage,
Fair.
and you're going to take 7 of that damage.
Alrighty, that's a lot this
But it's
time.
only 3 because you have 4 temp hits.
Right, so take 3 because of
Hooray!
the 4 temp hit points.
Alright.
You're so heroic, Astaroth.
Astaroth, he's our man. If he can't do it, that'd be not
We're
great.
probably gonna die.
I'm a hero. I'm gonna be a Wojak one day.
All right, what's the play?
Okay. I'm going to be. He will turn and heroically look at the thing and be like, "Avast, foul creature! Astaroth, the hero angel, is coming to destroy you!" And just javelin.
Yep.
Javelin.
Stab him with the pointy stick.
Stab him with the pointy
I
end.
might have made a mistake with this bravery thing.
Remind me the effect of bravery. It's just the
you can't be frightened,
can't be
and you gain 4 temp hit points.
Got
so
it.
that was the extent of it.
Sweet. Boom! First attack. I keep rolling 6s. Which okay, no, I rolled a 7 last time.
Right, so this is
So-
going to be
Oh no!
12 to hit, which doesn't
Oh
hit.
Doesn't
no!
hit.
Oh.
If only we were blessed.
Only I'd given him Bardic Inspiration. I had a chance.
Yeah.
You're blessed shaming? Unbelievable.
Seriously.
But as he goes, he's like, "Huh, that was only a feint from Hero Astaroth." I'm gonna use my action surge.
Perfect.
Made you look
Try and attack again.
while you're hitting yourself.
That's an 18,
That'll hit.
which go hit.
Before he even added his
I'll
modifier.
get you.
Yeah. All right, so that's 8 damage.
Astaroth, describe to me the story card in which you destroy the big
Ooh.
blister coil weird that you all have now slain.
I'm gonna call it Blister Pop.
Ew,
Oh.
gross.
And
That
it's
is, that is
just-
pretty gross.
It's just a javelin in the middle of a weird that is sort of like cyclonically like turning into the javelin, sort of like it's almost being absorbed by it as it like dies.
So you stab it, and the body of the item of the beast appears to start.
It like collapses around the point.
Cyclone around the point like a circling toilet bowl as it goes in on itself and blinks out of existence.
Well, guess we can call that a blister foil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Haha! I'm a hero! Oh god, I'm... Oh, by Tajik, I'm on fire!
Yeah, and then
still
you
on
can
fire.
take an action to put yourself out.
I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll.
Okay. So you're prone. I'm kidding. Fight's over.
No, I'm definitely prone.
But the ground's on fire. Get up! you
Floor's
idiot.
lava.
Wow, that was...
Fire.
Floor's lava.
I needed that today. That was fun. You want to do that again?
That was
No,
fun.
I think we about had
Your
our
lab's
run of
on
exercise
fire.
today.
Yeah. It's an Is It lab. Of course it's on fire. This is what's great about working at the Crucible, rather than at Prism University. They complain about everything at Prism University, like labs being on fire.
You get those all the time?
Yeah?
Isn't a little more fun than I realized.
Seems like
I
y'all
mean,
ought to have like a fire extinguisher or something in here that happens all the time.
seems like you guys have a fire extinguisher working with you.
I mean, I helped.
That's true.
I'm gonna need that knife back. Someone grab that for me. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, sure, here. And then she'll like pick it up like this and be like, I'm not really into pointy stuff. That's not my deal. Okay, well. I think that there must have been some sort of reagent in the sample that caused that. It had to have had some sort of magical something associated with. That doesn't normally happen, as you can tell. That's not something there was something that I didn't smell in the ashes that caused a magical reaction with the alchemical reaction. So my hunch is that this was a magical effect that caused your friend to not be a dryad anymore.
That honestly doesn't tell us
Not
anything,
much, no.
actually.
Okay,
we
well,
sort of
you know.
assumed that. I mean,
Is there anything?
Well, they're made of wood. It could have just been fire.
Is there anything special about, like, is this a typical magic, or can you pinpoint the type of magical reaction?
We aren't going to know until, well, we're going to have to put it in a stronger chamber to figure out exactly what it... We'll collect some of this blister coil, weird, and do some tests on it, as well as the remaining ashes that are in the sample, and we'll be able to put something together for you. It should take a couple of days. We'll have more information. Unfortunately, I mean, it's going to take a minute. Look.
All right, no, that's fine. Fine.
I mean, it seems like you could do this kind of magical effect with, you know, pretty much anything, you know.
All right.
Magical fire is pretty common.
let me ask you a question, Doc. Is
Please
there?
call me Dax.
All right, Dax.
I don't work at the stupid university anymore.
All right, I
Stupid
figured you were
universe.
scientist. I was just giving you the credit. For
I
your
appreciate
title.
that.
Now listen, rather than me blowing smoke up your skirt, let me just ask you: is there a reason why this one, the fire, would be so contained? Because we got some other murders, and the fire like blew the. I can't do this anymore. Previously, the fire.
Wow, your voice changed.
Yeah, it's a chemical thing. Anyway, when there's smoke in the room, changes things.
Sure.
Previously, the murders have had.
Getting the fire out of it.
Previously, the other murder. There have been 4 murders so far that we are aware of.
4?
And,
The papers said. Wait, this is connected to that?
Look, we're trying to get information. If you want to be secret, like I'm the secretive one, and I'm talking about it. So
So you're going to tell her your full name?
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Listen, the question is, we are trying to determine if this is a different. Let me back up.
Is that what the second sample is?
Listen,
Let me get that one.
look, Dax. Let me explain to you. There have been multiple murders, and we are trying to establish a link between them. Now, my theory is that this murder was perpetrated by a different culprit than the other murders, and I'm trying to figure out what caused this to happen versus what caused those to happen.
Well, this is the second sample. This is Mebans.
Yes.
No, sorry, not Mebans.
This is the person at the bookstore.
Right. This is Hebert.
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 Right. This one's a carbonized life form.
Yeah, it was a human, I think.
That would hold up.
Well.
I can't tell.
That's debatable considering what we've been through.
Sure.
I can't tell exactly what did this to them, but we're gonna have to find another mass spectrometer to be able to figure that out. We'll have results in a couple of days.
All right, just
All
send
right.
them to my office whenever they're
Absolutely. And tell your mother I said hi. All right, I like her.
ready.
We're
Certainly will.
not going to put that one in the machine and see what happens.
The machine has a big hole in the front of it.
Oh, I thought you
We'll have to
designed it that
rebuild.
way.
We'll try again in a couple days.
Do you want to fight another one of the smoke monsters?
I don't know. Once I got into it, it was kind of fun.
Oh, that's fair.
Heroism should run out right about now.
Oh my God, I
Is there
hurt.
anything? You're here. What? Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Actually, not so much help, but I am curious.
She'll continue eating her pickled onions.
What
Cooked pickled
what
onions.
did happen at the university? We heard that you melted the dean's statue.
Yeah, he's a jerk. What a stupid. He had all the intelligence of a brick of lead and was as open-minded as a closed circuit. You know what I mean? Like, at least you guys tried to learn something when you were in class. I get that you went back to your, guilds. But, you know, I couldn't get you guys to come over to the Izzet. It's understandable. I totally get that. But, you know, I just state changed his statue into mud. Because that's what his name is worth to me, okay? And I'm not sorry. He passed me over and another woman up for advancement in the college to favor his boorish beer buddies, and I feel like I have the law on my side. You know, I can't deal with Padonis.
Well, Dax, you should have came to me. I could have made a case. We could have made a thing out of this.
Yeah, you do. They don't. It's Prism. It's not Azorius territory. It's guildless. They go by their own kind of rules, you know.
Well, I would have made a good case out of it. I think you would have had a chance at least.
Well, I appreciate that, my boy, and I really do. It's a little late now. You know, I was kind of in the moment
yes,
with it.
you
The heat of
always
the moment?
were.
The heat of the moment. That's a good one. I'll keep that one. That's
well, I
funny.
wouldn't know a thing about that.
So, I mean, you know, you want to stick around for lunch, or
Well, what are you having?
Onions?
you know, she'll look behind her, and there's more jars of pickled
Oh,
various.
No, I think we have another appointment to get to, so we will get out of your way while you clean up and start analyzing more evidence.
All right. Well, have a good day. It was
Thank
great
you.
to see you.
It's good to see you too.
And I'll be in touch. I'll send it over to the office.
All right, thank you so much.
And she will start bossing interns around to start sweeping up and get a hazmat crew in there to as you exit the building. As you exit, you hear other things happening around, other experiments. You see a large cyclops moving down across the hallway in front of you that sort of just keeps moving. It has like a old school submarine helmet on its head. And it sort of, you can tell that it's coming because there's a spotlight on the ground that precedes it as it moves, and it sort of follows that spotlight as it moves across. And it appears to be carrying a large metal box. Various goblins are ferrying things back and forth, and even some elementals of various kinds appear to be traveling via ceiling rails. To be able to avoid being on the ground, having to deal with traffic on the floor. And you hear, "Theory confirmed!" and "Egad!" and stuff like that happening as you exit out of the front. As you exit out the front of the crucible.
Say what you want about the Izzet, but they sure commit to a style scheme.
I think we were all able to roleplay the room smelling like smoke just by living in LA.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So, it is afternoon point by this time. What would you like to do?
How are you feeling, friend? I feel like you've taken quite a few blows.
Yeah, well, I think I'm missing some hair on some of my arms and my head. I can't quite see it.
My eyebrows are still here, right? I didn't lose those again. Okay.
They're for the most part.
Sure.
Well, I'll take care of that when I get back.
It certainly is a face.
It does make you look younger.
Thank you for that. We should get some rest, I think. It's been a long day, and we could use some R&R.
Yeah, if we've got to wait on those results, it might just be nice to not be attacked by something for a little while.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are able to find some lodging, probably on the Zonot. There's plenty of housing available, either on Sage's Row or somewhere around the Prism University, or even probably not over in the nice neighborhood. But you're able to find someplace relatively easily.
Are there shops around this area?
Yes.
We
So
haven't done any shopping yet.
right, the Sage's Row in particular is like a boardwalk around the outside of the Zonot. It specializes in magical items, scrolls and books and wands and enchanting and stuff like that, as opposed to general adventuring gear.
Okay.
Although you can find that.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, since we're gonna be resting and heal you up.
Well, if we're doing a long rest, we probably don't need it. Are we just doing a short rest?
I thought it'd be a long one.
Okay, then.
But
Yeah, I think just natural healing will probably handle it.
Okay.
We don't have.
But I appreciate it.
We should do a little bit of shopping while we're in the area because we haven't really ever done that, and we are often in need of things. So
I don't know if do I have any money? I don't know. If
I don't know.
I have 10 gold.
Yeah, how does that work with the Selesnya? Because they just give us allowance.
Right. So
/ money.
you have guild credit system.
Yeah.
That you're allotted, and so you have the equivalent of money.
Okay.
Guild, essentially Selesnya IOUs are commonly accepted from various purveyors. So you're good.
Cool.
The Boros don't give us much money.
No, you're not paid well.
No, we get to live in their places, and they offer us equipment and a sense of purpose.
But you also have a moonlighting job.
Right.
Yes, which is all, well, for other reasons. I don't have much money.
I think she pays you. Oh yeah, she is. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So you have
You
a
make
little bit
tips.
of
Yeah.
you have a little bit of stuff. Again, the generous stray isn't a. Well, actually, for him, he would be more salary,
Yeah.
probably, because he doesn't do the bottle service kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, he gets tipped out by the other people, so he does. It's like a
okay.
salary, but you have a decent income.
Sure.
It's like when it's like when you're working as a security guard somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
And Velma has all that money she's been stealing from literally everybody, so she has a lot of money.
Right. So, do you want to go find a place to rest your heads before you go out and go shopping?
I think if we're looking at magical items, I think we would probably want to go shopping first, because if we go take a rest, you said it's a little afternoon right now, right?
Yeah.
So if we went and rested, it'd be in the middle of the night, and this is a much more dangerous area at night than it is during the day, right?
Prism is fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a university.
Is it the kind of place where the night market would actually be a better place to shop at?
So
Not the night market like the Orzhov night market, just
right,
the market
just
at
the
night.
market at night. Probably not. It's not going to matter much in this area. You are within walking distance. I mean, it would take the rest of the night to walk back over to 10th Street.
No, I don't agree.
But yeah. I mean, I think that you're going to find the same stuff during the day as at night,
Okay.
unless you're looking for something specific
No.
for underhanded dealings or whatever.
Not right now.
No, I think a nice meal and
Yeah.
shopping,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll go find a place to
I
sleep.
think we're looking more for just gear and things that you want us to shop for. So
Spend some time with each other,
Yeah.
I barely know
Fine.
you all.
So you guys find a place called the Sage's Row Denizen, and it is just an inn, just a nice inn. It's got drinks, it's got some amount of food. It's not fancy. There's a bar. There's a barman. Appears to be in a Vidalcan. There's about 6 stools at the bar. There's about 3 tables, and then there's a staircase up to some rooms. Reminds you a little bit of if the Stray were much smaller. Sort of that sort of atmosphere.
Like I said, the Izzet know how to style a place, and the people around them probably take on a little bit of that.
Lots of various nautical theming to the bar. There's like a fishing net. There's a trident. There's like mounted fish on the walls.
I'm into it.
And
Is there barley or like oats or something?
as food,
Yeah.
they have bread.
Well, I mean,
You want to talk to the barman?
yeah. You got any like grains? You know?
We have bags of grain that we make the rice.
Yeah,
to make
I'll
the
take
bread.
one of those. That'll be great.
You know all that grainy rice? That's
we have bags of grain where we make the bread. You want a bag of grain?
Yeah, I can do the processing myself.
Fair enough. Let me go take a look and see what we have. Anything else?
Yes, we'll take a table and maybe some menus.
Absolutely, sure. I'll be right back. He appears to be the only one working. He heads to the back and comes back out with some placard boards, sort of like pieces of wood, essentially, and also has a sack in his arm. And he says, "So we have rye, we have barley, but this is wheat.
Ooh, barley.
You want barley?
Yeah,
instead?
barley's good stuff.
Great. I'll take this back.
Yeah, I've
In
been
the
in a
meantime,
barley
here are
mood
some
all day.
Menus. It is general fare. There's shepherd's pie. There's fish and chips kind of stuff. It's a bar. It's a bar.
Okay.
He will come back out and be like
Merfolk and chips.
Merfolk
No.
and chips.
Oh God.
Yeah. Here you are, sir.
Thanks.
Do you want? Just take what you
never served a Minotaur
take what
before?
you want out of that, and we'll figure out what to charge for that. Do you guys folks need rooms as well?
Yes, we'll need two
Yes.
rooms. would be good.
Excellent. Well, as you can see, we're packed. There's no one else in this bar, so I think I'll be able to find you folks some rooms.
Excellent.
Wait, but how does that work if he's packed?
Oh, I believe he was being sarcastic when he said that.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm glad you asked because I was also confused.
So you guys are going to go shopping now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shopping.
I don't have anything I necessarily think
So what are you
I
looking
need.
for?
I think we need to get some like healing potions and like.
Okay, you guys do
and
have
you
some
had also
potions.
had said that you wanted us to do like a little bit of shopping for like items and stuff like that. So.
I mean, I don't care.
Okay,
I
well,
thought
never
that
mind.
you guys would want
okay,
to.
no, I thought that was something you wanted us to do. And so
I don't
was like,
care.
They have.
Yeah, let's look around.
Yeah.
So I think if there's anything cool in the magic shops, I think Velma would look at
Okay.
it.
So,
Any magic weapons?
Yeah.
sure. Everybody roll me percentile. And I'll tell you what stores you see.
Oh boy.
Percentile dice, once again, is you roll 2d10 to get two 10-digit numbers to get a number between 1 and 100 to decide. And
I rolled
have-
blackjack.
I only have one d10.
Hey.
So I roll
21.
twice. First one's gonna be the first number.
What does 0 mean on a d10?
10.
So that's gonna be 70.
Well, okay, it depends on which
Yeah.
one.
I don't have
I
my
have exactly
other
Or
one,
you can
I
use
don't
this
know.
if you want.
So you gotta
70?
pick one to be
Yeah.
the tens die, because if
Okay.
you got a 0 on that and a number, then it's 0, and it's just like 1 through 9. But if you got 2 zeros, it's 100.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So you got a
this-
0 so far.
So, yeah.
roll again.
Okay,
Yeah, it's fine.
that's fine.
This is also fine.
20.
So
So it's
20.
200.
No, well, 20.
20.
2 0.
Sorry. I tried.
That would be the best percentile die roll ever.
Yeah, I got 24.
Seeing which stores you have.
We all got in the 20s. What did you get, Velma?
70. Exactly 70.
Oh man,
You
if
got
you'd
way
gotten
up
a
there.
22 or 23, it
I
would have
know,
all
right?
been like nice
Just-
and
yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Velma's just gotta throw it off for everybody. It's just always gotta be stubborn and not
So the
participate.
stores that you see, as you do a little bit of, is there any types of stores that you're looking for particularly? Otherwise, I'll just list off the types of things that you see. You do see, there is a cart. It appears to be a traveling peddler. It's like a riding cart led by a mule, and it appears to be led by a mule, and there doesn't appear to be a discernible owner, but there is an imp stationed on top of the cart.
Imp.
Imp on top of the cart. You see what appears to be a music shop that just has some instruments and some sheet music and some scripts in the front window.
Would they have a harpsichord?
Sure. They have a hurdy-gurdy.
Do we have one of those
harpsichord.
giant pianos you can dance on and make
You see a store
like an enchanted piano?
that looks like it's a one of those military bug-out stores of like, if you have the apocalypse coming, be sure to go to the this place. Has one of those, lots of the gooey camouflage. Like gooey suits or ghillie suits, that's what they're called.
Yep.
So it has ghillie camouflage, and you also see what appears to be just a general magic store of some kind.
wonder if they
And
sell
those
there.
are
Well,
yeah.
okay.
They sell singles.
I can
and,
tell you
and
what Velma's
accessories.
looking for is probably like anything
guild
sort of
points.
like a clothing shop. Cause I would like to find something possibly to give me a little more of an AC because I have pretty low
Great.
AC. So even if just like a cloak of protection or something like that.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Okay. All right. Nope. That's a 6.
Okay. You do find a clothes shop.
Okay.
They sell textiles.
Okay. But nothing nothing.
You haven't gone in, so you don't know.
Okay. I think she would go in. I think she's gonna go in there in the magic shop and the
So-
music shop. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, into the magic shop.
I meant to say music shop.
Music shop.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first place you go is the clothes place. It's called the Birds of Paradise.
Nice.
They have, I get to use my huge doc of store names now. They have, as you walk past the various aisles, the colors seem to shift and change in some of the colors as you walk past, and then as you focus on them, they just look like normal clothes, but then out of your periphery, they sort of have a weird magical effect as well.
Okay.
There doesn't, you don't see anybody working right now, but you haven't looked
Okay.
much either.
She looks around for somebody working, like, 'cause she wants to, like,
Okay. Can I help you?
yes, I'm looking for perhaps an upgrade to my current traveling cloak.
Oh, okay. And you will see a very tiny woman, like very, very tiny woman, is going to come out and say, "It's a very nice cloak you have. What are you looking for in particular?"
Well, I either want something to toughen up a little bit tougher, a little bit more durable, or something that's a little bit easier to cover myself up with.
Are you looking? You're looking
Shield
for.
myself from the elements.
Are you actually looking for just mundane clothes or magical?
Magical.
Clothes. I'll see what we have around. And she will take a look in her inventory. Let's see. Cool. She's gonna have something for you.
Ooh.
So are you looking for? It's a really nice cloak. Are you hoping for more of like a boots or a belt or something else?
Let me see what you have available.
So she will come out. She will come out with a brooch. This brooch is, I mean, it's good if you're, if you're planning on facing down any mages, I guess. It's okay. This is a brooch of shielding.
Okay.
The brooch of shielding says you have resistance to force damage and immunity from magic missile.
Okay.
And that's all it does.
Okay.
We've got this cloak. It looks like your friend there has one of these, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
They have a cloak of protection
Okay.
Oh,
available.
okay. That's my rainbow coat.
And then we've
Oh,
got
right.
this. Oh no, not a robe. Not a robe of many or of useful items. We've got we've got this sort of elvish looking thing that came in the other day. It's green. I don't know if that's your aesthetic.
Cloak of Elvenkind.
Cloak of Elvenkind.
Okay.
Green is a nice color.
Those are nice too.
Let's see if there's anything else in here that would make sense for her to have. Anyone else looking for anything while we're here?
I feel pretty good about my sweet lightning javelin and cloak of protection. You know.
I checked the magic item store for maybe a wand or something,
Yeah.
but I don't think I need clothes.
We have something that's a little bit higher cost. If you're interested, we have this, and she produces some studded leather armor and places it on the table. And the studs do gleam a little bit in the light, and as you take your eyes away from them, they actually sort of shift and change. And when you look back, it looks like a cloak.
Interesting.
This is glamoured, studded leather. And it's +1 bonus to AC. And as a bonus action, you can speak the command word and turn it to look like a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. You decide what it looks like. The illusionary appearance lasts until you use the property again or you remove the armor.
Interesting. Something I can tend to do on my own as well. I'm gonna look at these cloaks. Why don't we all look at these items and then we can play
We'll
them
go to
in
a different
their
store.
various shops while I'm in
Sure.
the shop.
Sounds
I don't
good.
want to hold them up.
Did you guys want to go to anything else?
Like a magic shop.
The magic store?
Sure.
So this place is called the Crystal Seer. They sell a wide variety of things, but it seems that they mostly deal in crystals and mirrors and looking glasses.
Card games.
Looks like they've got, it's mostly just mirror thing. They've got like peek around devices with 2 angled mirrors. Yeah, you can see generic stuff like that. There are other more strange, weird looking mirrors because they sort of hang from every surface. These mirrors. Some of them are dangling from the ceiling or at the bottom of other mirrors. Make a perception check.
That's a 5. Actually, it's
There's a 16.
Okay. You catch out of the corner of your eye that one of the mirrors reflects you in front of like a jungle. And then you walk in front of another mirror and it's you in front of a beach. You walk in front of another mirror and it's you underwater.
How big are these mirrors?
Some of them are about this big, some of them are about this big. Some of them are small.
What's is there an owner or some shop person there?
Yeah. There's a very old man with a long beard with no hair on top who's sort of sitting, rocking in his chair with his hand on the edge of the chair.
Excuse me. Can you tell me the properties of these mirrors here?
What? Some of the mirrors are they're all looking glasses. They just show you different places sometimes.
So
Most of them are fine.
They're mostly for entertainment purposes, I gather.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
All right. Maybe I'll come back to buy one for my office, but I don't need one at this time.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys are looking for more, you're looking for like specifically a magic items place or a potions place. You guys can. It'll take a little while because of the investigation check, but you're able to find a place that sells potions if you want those, or a general store, any of that kind of stuff. Did you have a?
I think she's gonna buy that cloak of Elvenkind.
Okay.
That feels like the most on brand for Velma.
Great. And I will decide the price of that later. But
Okay.
you have
Yeah,
platinum
we'll figure it
bars,
out.
so
Yeah.
we'll figure that out later. I'm not a huge stickler on economy in this game, so the zips and the Xenos aren't super interesting to me. So, but we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I picked that one because it was uncommon. It wasn't rare or
Yeah.
like
The studded leather was
Yeah,
rare. Yeah.
yeah. That just felt like yeah. I almost got that one, but let me look at it again while you're
Okay.
What's it called again?
It is the glamour studded armor, I think is what it was called.
Glamour.
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 So if you guys want to go to an actual magic shop with magical items,
Yeah.
you can visit the Ethermage's Touch.
Let's go there.
Sure.
The Ethermage's Touch is, it appears to be a mostly nondescript store from the outside. As you walk in, it is lots of old things. It's sectioned off with all sort of magical items for sale. There's a slight smell of incense inside. There appears to be a shopkeeper, like a middle-aged salt and pepper hair. He does appear to have a pseudo-dragon or a drake or something that is sort of napping on the desk as well. Can I help you folks?
We're here. We're just trying to see what wares you're selling today. Do you have any special items?
Do I have any special items? Of course I do.
I reach to pet the dragon.
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, sure, why not?
17.
Oh, you're great.
It like cuddles with me, and I'm just like, oh. What's its name?
I didn't have a name for the dragon.
Gotta have a name.
Come on, Dungeon Master. Come on.
Sari.
Could be
Sorry.
Sari.
Palladioless.
Saruman was my rabbit's name, so I called her
Sari.
Sari, so I've decided the dragon's name Sari.
Quarter bolus.
Who's a good sorry?
Various items for sale here. Plenty of options. Pretty much anything that you can find in the DMG. Is there anything that you're looking for specifically?
Can I buy a scroll of wish?
So that's going to be super expensive.
Oh, Velma's got it.
Right. A
Ninth
ninth level.
She's in the
Actually,
shop.
a ninth level spell scroll is probably like the equivalent of a legendary item. So I don't think
Yeah.
you could even find that here. So you could probably find spell scrolls at a different store. This place does not appear to specialize in spell scrolls.
I would look for any wands that are useful to me.
Wands.
A wand of magic missile would be perfect.
Great. They
But,
definitely have a wand of magic missile.
okay.
Let's see here.
That would be choice for me.
You're looking to purchase a wand of magic missiles.
Yes, and I can fill out the proper paperwork, and I am a registered
Excellent
member
news,
of the
excellent.
Azorius.
Oh, fabulous. We can certainly make that work, and we will work out the monetary things of that later.
I'm able to wait for a background check in the waiting period. It's all right if it takes a few days.
Oh no, your Azorius paperwork in triplicate is quite acceptable.
Excellent. I thought it might be, but
I
puts his more
appreciate
paperwork
I
away.
appreciate your I appreciate your tentativeness in this. We definitely support all of the background checks required for wands and other sort of arms.
that's good. As you should. Very good.
And he will procure a box and open the box and lift out a wand. The wand has sort of like a spiral metal base with a blue flaming kind of tip on the end of it. And it is a wand of magic missiles that you now have, if you
Okay,
wish.
cool. Yeah, I do wish. That wish spell worked great, guys.
I also think Lucian probably wouldn't let Velma buy anything for him because she probably would assume that it's stolen money that she's using.
True. Very true.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit things.
We could probably, if you want to have something magical attached up there, we probably could figure something out.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm already pretty good at hitting things with my horns.
Let me see what I can do. And he will like open a drawer, and it's like the junk drawer.
Mhm.
There's just like random garbage in there, and he starts. Here we go. And it's sort of like a paperweight. This is well, it doesn't do much, but its enchantment mostly faded, but it is magical.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could always get my cap replaced.
Yeah, if you'd like it. So what this would do is it would mean that your charge attack or your horns would be magical attacks.
Yes.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Into that.
Hey, ring it up.
Great.
I think Velma bought that studded armor instead of
Okay.
now that I read them both up, that feels more like what she would.
Great. You have that studded armor. Make
Yeah.
sure that as a bard that you can wear it.
I think I have light.
I think
I
you're
have
good.
light armor proficiency. Is that good?
Perfect.
Okay. That's what my only like. Can I still? It's not one of the things where I can't cast spells when using light armor.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
I believe so. We'll check.
I'll double check.
Anything you want?
I don't know what items to ask for.
What do you want to do better? What do you
What's
want to
the
be able to
type
do,
of thing?
you know?
Light
This is
armor?
pretty good.
I have
I
proficiency
mean,
for
I
it,
already
but I'm not sure if it
have-
affects
Yeah,
my
sometimes
spellcasting.
it
I already have a
I don't think
nice-
it would affect spellcasting.
give me extra spell
I think it
slots.
might
I guess.
affect
We do
dexterity.
have some
Okay.
very special items that are a little bit
Even if I have a
more,
proficiency
more
for it?
expensive if you're interested.
Yeah, let's hear 'em.
So he will procure a staff from behind the desk and take it down off of a staff rack, essentially.
What type is it?
There will also on that the staff he will pull down a second staff as well. Then there is he appears to pull out a small pouch and a pair of gloves.
Ooh, okay.
This first staff is called a Sky Blinder staff.
Okay.
The effect of which is that it's a +1 staff. That you get a +1 attack to damage, to attack and damage, and you get a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls as well. And against flying creatures can do stuff. If you want to read what all these do, feel free.
Interesting. Okay.
No, I'll pass them over in a second. I'm just saying for the audience. This one's actually in the book, and that one also requires attunement. There's also the gloves of missile snaring, which the folks at home will be familiar with, which is when you can sort of catch an arrow or a ninja star.
Oh, that's great.
That's so cool.
And be able to reduce the damage to 0. And if you reduce the damage to 0, that's yours now. So you can like catch daggers and stuff.
Wait, and then throw them?
Later, if you want to throw them.
You see this? I keep
Not
it
as
now.
not as part of the action.
Yeah.
You can just catch them.
Astaroth can already do that as a fighter class ability. He just takes the damage for it.
Oh, sure. Well, fighters can do anything.
Right.
The other two are a little bit weird. The next one is called a Keymaster Rogues Kit. The Keymaster Rogues Kit acts like a limited bag of holding that only holds a few things in it. One of them is a high-quality set of thieves' tools that provide a +5 bonus to dexterity sleight of hand checks used to pick locks. Also has fake signet rings, a small glass cutter, and a collapsible grappling hook.
That sounds like something Velma might like.
Which is not there.
But you know, we know you. We could grab it.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys got it for me,
Yeah.
I've been
And of
looking.
course, your lockpick currently is the fighter who breaks the door down or the box open.
Yeah.
And then the last item is something I've invented called the Rat Catcher. It's a long wooden staff covered in scratch marks and has the carving of a rat's head on the top of it. And this is what that does. So
Okay.
go ahead and read that and see if that's something that tickles your fancy.
All right.
Otherwise, there's plenty of stuff in the book that might interest you as well.
Cats you control
Now,
have protection.
Ruben,
from
while you're
rats.
looking that up,
Yes.
you had talked to me off camera about wanting to find a way to use like music as like a magic shop for bards. Is that something that
Yeah.
you plan currently? Because I don't want to go.
No, I don't have it
So
planned
the
currently.
music shop's not something
Oh my
that would
God,
be
that's
helpful.
amazing.
For you.
No, it rolled up randomly.
Okay. So then instead of going, that's why I was gonna. I was like, I'll go to the music shop. I thought that
Right.
was like me in character
Yeah.
doing what you're talking about. So instead, after she buys her armor, then she would go join them at the magic shop.
So, okay, sounds good. The music shop is called the Rabble Rouser.
Okay.
In case you want to visit it later.
Okay.
It is still here in the 5th District.
Okay. we can figure. We can do that at a different game if we
Yeah,
need to.
of course. And if you're interested in finding that, we can
Yeah.
certainly find it for you.
Okay. But for now, I think I would go. I think I would join there at the magic shop once I bought my armor, which
Great.
I've not attuned yet, so I have it like in a bag.
Anything
and,
else you guys are interested in finding?
Can I buy that rogues thing, or can I only do one thing?
The rogues? Yeah. How much money you got? You got a lot of money?
Yeah, I got those platinum bars.
Yeah, you got plenty of money. So you're gonna buy that rogues, the Keymaster Rogues Kit.
Plus, she also owns a successful nightclub, so I think that like
Right. That's well. You haven't been back to get your money out of your safe or anything.
she was
but
just there.
oh, that's true. You were
Yeah,
just
I
there.
was just
Never
there.
mind.
Yeah, the whole scene.
You're good. So we have a Keymaster Rogues Kit.
Awesome. Now
Let's
we finally
do
can
Nice.
open locks.
5e card a day.
We could already
for that
open
item.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
question.
we can do
Yes.
it a little more subtly now.
With the staff, I can't hold
Overrated.
my shield if I'm holding the staff, right?
You can have a staff in one hand and a shield in the other.
Oh,
Staff
okay,
is
it's not
versatile.
two-handed. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Staff
If
is a
I'm trying to
versatile.
attack with it, though.
You can attack with one or two hands. It's
Alright.
called it'd be versatile. You would just use a sided dice smaller than normal. So the quarter staff would normally I think be D8, and this would reduce it to D6, or it would be D6 reduced to D4.
Okay, I think I'd go with the first staff.
The first staff.
Yeah.
The other one, the one you
Skyblinder
made
staff?
is super cool, but I'm not proficient in animal handling.
Oh, okay. You're not proficient in
No,
animal
I'm
handling?
not.
Man. Yeah, this item I made requires attunement by a spellcaster with proficiency in
It's
animal
so
handling.
It's a
good. I
good one.
want it.
It's
a
pretty
good-
funny.
What is it?
This item I
It's
made called the
pretty
Rat
amazing.
I'll
Catcher.
read it. Sorry, I was reading my thing.
So you are going to get the Skyblinder staff, which folks at home you can get from the book. Which book is that? Velma asks.
The good book, the Holy Bible.
The Dungeon
Master's
Master's
Guide.
Guide.
Oh, no, wrong
Oh,
book.
wait.
It's
Okay,
the wrong book.
So, you guys have
Cool.
shopped.
That's fine.
You guys are going to go back and take a night's rest.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
And you die. Oh.
do you guys have anything before you go to sleep?
I would probably attune my items.
Yeah, I would
Yep,
assume.
everybody can attune to their items.
Yay.
Feel free.
Attune
Tell the folks
to-
what you're attuning, by the way.
So I attuned. I don't need to attune the Keymaster's Rogue Kit, but I just bought the studded studded armor of
The
of
Glamorous,
Glamour,
yep.
which basically gives me 1 extra AC, which I really needed, and also. Basically, she just turns it back into her like cloak, so she can make it look like any other kind of armor. So being Velma, it would just be a cloak again, and that's all that does. And then I also got. I don't think we talked about this last time. We kind of moved on, but one of the things that I found in the House of Horrors was a prophetic prism,
Yes.
which is awesome. It's a item that has 10 charges, and basically, with the charges, I can cast any spell as if it was at 1 spell slot higher in those
Oh,
10
wow.
charges. And then there's like some cool random stuff with it where basically,
When it runs out of charges, you roll a d20 to see if it shatters or if it just recharges itself.
yeah. Or I can also use it to cast augury as like as an item as one of the charges as well. But yeah, basically once it's got its last charge, I roll a d20 on 15 or lower, it shatters. but 16 to 19 it gains 10 charges at dawn, and at 20 it charges it immediately. So the chance that I get
Sweet.
fresh things all over again.
25% chance to get it.
That's
to
cool.
get even more.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's got 10 charges.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
pretty
which is
good,
great.
yeah.
So, now question for you: does that burn my spell slot?
It'll still use your spell
okay.
slot.
So it's not its own spell
Right,
slot.
so you're going to cast a spell at second level. It'll behave like it's that at third level,
Okay.
but it'll burn your second level spell
Okay,
slot.
that was a question that I wasn't sure about last time. So
Charging anything? Tuning anything?
Nah, you know, I don't get magic weapons that are finicky.
You're gonna unscrew the tip though, and now you've got a magic tip.
Magic tip. No. I'm just filling out the proper paperwork to make sure I am registered with all the items I have procured.
Great.
This wand is essentially a small pistol that
Small
anybody can use.
wand of firearms.
Yes.
Yeah. Wand of magic missile has 7 charges.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. So you can you can use it. One charge is one cast of the spell, but you can use multiple charges to upgrade that spell level.
Cool.
Which is kind of crazy.
And I'm attuning to my Skyblinder staff. And like we said earlier, I get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and while holding it, I get a +1 to my spell attack rolls, which is pretty awesome. If a flying creature you can see within 30 feet makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to hold the staff aloft and cause it to flare with light. The attacker gets a disadvantage from it. Oh, that's awesome. And it has to make a Constitution saving throw, or it's blinded for its next turn.
Wow. Pretty
So
good
it's
against
shiny.
it blinds things in the sky. So you head off to bed. One room or two?
We got
two.
Two
We got
rooms.
two, yeah.
Who are roommates?
I think it's probably Tutoru and Velma again, and Lucian and.
Do you guys do anything before you fall asleep?
I mean, Velma, as a typical act, like checks the room every time
Sure.
she goes anywhere, so she would do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you do that, and there's nothing here.
Sure.
I think Astaroth's pretty exhausted at this point, so.
Okay.
Just time to go to bed. Yeah, that was a real yawn.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay up a little bit just to write down the notes of everything that happened today, just so it's fresh in my mind, and
Okay.
I can have that delivered tomorrow.
Lucian, I'm going to have you roll a perception check as you were walking through the markets and going shopping.
Okie dokie.
Just you.
Okie dokie. I got a 18.
At one point, you think you saw that one very fascinated student from prison.
Was that a male or a female?
Female.
It was a female? Human student? That's strange. I'll make a note of it, but I won't
You looked
do
and then
anything.
double took and she wasn't there
I mean,
anymore.
we're in the area. It's possible. They could just be studying for items or something, or working on a project. It's not too out of the ordinary, but I'll try to remember their face for next time, maybe. If there is a next time.
Yep. Make a mental note.
Yeah.
As you fade off to sleep, everyone gets a pretty good night's sleep,
Yay, long rest.
except for Astaroth.
Oh, no.
Astaroth, as you are sleeping, you have a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Your eyes shift and focus on a gleaming curve overhead, a steel crescent, the sharp edge of an executioner's axe. As it cleaves down towards your neck, you glimpse the faceless helm mask of an Orzhov knight holding it over your head, their face completely obscured by the eyeless gold helmet. It drops down with sudden speed, the axe impacts, and you awaken, gasping as if from a nightmare.
I'm better now. Oh.
Astaroth, what's happening?
Sorry, I just had a dream. It's very, very realistic.
Astaroth, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you're going to wet the bed.
That is an 18.
Okay.
Ooh,
You get plus
gonna wet
+1
that.
You're good.
because you're.
19. You're right.
You're good.
Sorry, Blue. Didn't mean to wake you up.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, it's okay.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say no, because I don't exactly know where to go with that.
Because I don't want to talk about it.
But I was trying to be courteous.
So you wake up and it's time for the day. What you like to do now?
Breakfast, and then how long was it going to take for Giles, my owl, my family owl, to get those files to me?
You don't know.
Okay.
Your mom said that you would start working on it.
Okay. If I don't see Giles this morning, I'm going to use another messenger bird to send off my notes
Okay,
to my office.
great.
To just to file them away in
Sounds
another
good.
office.
Yeah, you can procure a courier hawk
Great.
or another owl from Prism.
Sure. Great. I won't
And-
mark it as a Zorius or anything. I'll just mark it as a regular messenger hawk.
Make another perception check.
No, okay. 14.
Okay, you don't see anything that time. So yeah, you guys headed anywhere in particular?
We still have another day or so before that evidence gets analyzed. I suppose we could attempt make a journey towards the Golgari.
Those
Right.
sewers give me the creeps, but
You were also told by Captain Tristy that there was work down there that perhaps I don't think you were expected, but that it certainly wouldn't be unappreciated.
right, yeah, they needed some more hands down there. I think we might as well. We know there's a connection to everything that's going on here with those Undercity people, but
Right.
If we insist. Oh, God.
So you head towards Golgari territory?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Fine.
You're all attuned.
And in a sense, almost everywhere is Golgari territory if you go down far enough.
If you go into the basement far enough, that's true. You walk down the not down the Tin Street, sorry, you're further west than that. So you would just go straight down. You'd probably use Bane Alley, which is leads from up in the Denrova area all the way down into Deadbridge, down sort of the whole western side of the 10th District. You pass through Keyhole Downs, which says some of Ravnica's business people work in the area, lots of nondescript warehouses and things like that. You walk past the Orzov neighborhood of Urbatov, which is on the south side, I believe. This is actually one of the few graveyards, one of the few places where people are buried. Lots of mausoleums, memorial statues, underground vaults scattered across the area, popular with ghosts and ghost hunters. And make a history check.
Okay. Just gonna be a 9.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's creepy. Creepy place. As you
Would I get my Noir stuff with that, or just
with your lore stuff?
my Noir stuff?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be something else.
Cool. Fair enough. Just want to make sure.
Yep, no worries. And then
We
you
didn't buy any potions.
you have
got
some
the potions.
you have some potions.
Yeah, we
still
the ones
have
we want in
some.
the house. Yeah.
We got a locking potion.
Yeah.
And so you head down and you come across most of Ravnica. The 10th district is pretty flat. You come to an edge that drops suddenly, maybe 100, 200 feet straight down, and you can see all of the Deadbridge region. This is called the Deadbridge Chasm for obvious reasons. It is a sinkhole large enough to swallow all of Augustin Station. It's a Golgari-controlled neighborhood that is massive. In the center is a pillar of land that you know is called the Wayport.
I know. Very
And
well.
there are lots of bridges connecting. You see a large bridge that connects the Tin Street all the way down. On the far side, there is Benzer's Bridge, which connects to the 9th District at the far end. You can also see just on the far end through the haze, it appears to be quite hazy with pollen or fog or flying insects of one kind or another. The gaping hole, which leads to the Golgari's Undercity realm. This is the main entrance, and I think this to y'all is the only entrance that you know of to the Undercity.
The public entrance to the.
This is the public entrance to the Undercity.
Okay.
I don't. You might know of another entrance.
I feel like she would, if I can justify it in character, is that I think like kids playing around that area would like tease each other about it. Like, oh, if you go close to that door, like you get sucked down
Sure.
with Golgari.
Okay.
Like it might not be really that, but she might.
Yeah.
think she does it.
Roll a history check.
Okay.
Or general intelligence.
Okay.
Roll general intelligence check.
General intelligence. Well, I wish I was rolling the history.
Just roll history. Yeah, because you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 19.
Cool. There you know of a couple of other entrances. You have heard of the demon's vestibule. The demon's vestibule is Rakdos controlled.
Oh yeah, she's heard of that.
With that roll, you probably know that the entrance of the demon's vestibule is in Rakdos territory, very near, in fact, to the Dead Reveler, in another club, maybe a quarter of a mile away, called the Gore House.
Yeah, I think that one of the scary street kid folklore things was probably that's where Celaya sells kids to the Rakdos and that kind of thing.
I don't think you probably have ever been in the Gore House.
She probably would not have been. Because even as a performer...
But the Gore House is very similar to the Yawning Portal in some ways, in that the center of the whole club is the Demon's Vestibule, and it has a spiral descent down into the Undercity. And that is the way that the Rakdos powers that be can move. With your role, I would say that you also are aware of various pipe entrances that are essentially corpse chutes. That when people die on Ravnica, they gotta go somewhere, and you give them to the Golgari, and then the Golgari corpse hunters, and whatever eats the corpses, and whatever wants the corpses, collect them at the bottom. I would not say that you know of any specific ones, but you know that they sort of are scattered across the 5th and the 6th districts.
Okay, and I will go ahead and say that she conveys all this information to y'all.
Great.
As much as Velma typically likes to hold in secrets, she hates the Golgari, and so she is fine giving away anything about them to anybody because she wants people to not she doesn't want to have them feel secure. So
you guys are moving down into the Dead Bridge region. The Dead Bridge Chasm, of course, contains all of Dead Bridge neighborhoods. You also see in the walls various holes sort of peeking out. I would have you roll intelligence to know what those are.
that one's just going to be a flat-out 9.
Are we all roll intelligence?
Oh.
9 to 5. What a way to roll nothing.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so you would know.
College boy knows all
right.
these fancy things.
You would know that the there's a race of Ravnicans that none of you have really ever interacted with called the Crawl. They're an insectoid race that create literal holes in the wall to create as their abodes. Whereas the Devkaren are a subrace of Undercity dwelling elves for the most part. They also consider this region their main spot, but you'll rarely see Crawl, if ever, outside of this region. And it's also relatively uncommon to see Devkaren, but it's not unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, that's partly how Velma trades. Is,
right. And as a result,
Devkaren.
this section of Tin Street is the only place where you'll find Crawl marketplaces, Crawl businesses, things that are chitinous armor or anything insect really related. Lots of steep stairways leading down, and you guys are making your way down into the Dead Bridge region. So you guys walk into the region. It is foggy, ? It's hazy down here. And as you enter, you also hear buzzing sounds. It grows and grows, and you're sort of surrounded in essentially a permanent swarm as you enter a neighborhood called Xanakev. So Xanakev appears to be more recently reclaimed territory. It seems as if this sinkhole is in fact still expanding, and parts of the chasm have sort of collapsed, and this is a more recent collapsing, with the process of decomposition and reclamation in process. Zanikev is a relatively large Golgari reclamation zone that encompasses a lot of former neighborhoods that are now new neighborhoods of a different kind. Lots of moss-coated and slime-choked architectural ruins, and lots of scavenger species make their lairs in Zanikev as you're sort of walking over rubble to get past. You do see a crew of Boros working in the area.
Like patrolling?
Sort of digging out, sort of patrolling, sort of looking in crevices and things like that.
Is that the first, other person we've seen there other than us? Or
that you've come within 30 feet of, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me see what's going on over there. I'll report back to you afterwards.
Vision is very bad here, by the way. You can only probably see out 20, 30 feet. It is hazy and like a light green tint to the haziness as well, even in the middle of the day.
God, I don't see how anyone would want to live here.
Same.
Smells awful.
Yeah, it does smell pretty bad. Actually, you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, you smell too good.
You're good.
15 plus.
You're all right.
But you con real good too.
That's right. So you see this crew looking around.
Hail.
Heil, soldier.
How's the search going on?
It's fine. Haven't found much. The collapse is we're still in the process.
You mind telling me what it is everyone's looking for out here?
Nothing in particular, just any old records from the old neighborhood that used to be here. Any signs of anything. The families were evacuated before the collapse, of course, not a ton of loss of life, but it's always something.
I know we need the Golgari and all, where would everything go, but it makes me uncomfortable they're expanding like this.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do something about that soon. If you ask me.
Sure. I mean, there's not much we can do, but
Yeah, well, I'm sure Tajik and Aurelia are gonna have a plan. And we know that's the case. Is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, you can help us dig around if you're really interested, but I think that we've pretty much got it handled here. Hey, boss! Give him 1 second, and he's going to wander over to one of the other soldiers that are working. They will look down into a hole and sort of just stare.
I'll head over and just kind of walk up with the rest of them and look down into the hole, see what's going on there.
Okay. In the hole, they've sort of uncovered a cavern, like a small, 10 by 10 foot pit, and there appears to be a dead body in it. Not crushed, and certainly more recent than the moss on these rocks indicate.
Astaroth is going to turn around and gesture at all of you.
Okay, we'll come over.
Roll a investigation check
All right.
before you all get there.
Okay.
It's a 17.
Okay. This appears to be a Boros soldier.
What the? Well, let's just not stare. Someone get down there. Let's see what's going on.
Hold on. We just discovered we don't know what's happened
That's
here.
one of us.
It's dangerous here, all right? Astaroth, we're on away turf. We need to he wouldn't know your name. It's dangerous here. We're on away turf. We need to be careful as we're proceeding, because this could be, not what it appears.
Velma locks up, and because you called us over, right?
Yeah, I gestured to you guys.
She lowers her hood and kind of pulls her hair back to show her her ears, to kind of she's pushing herself as Devkarin at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And she says Well, somewhat my turf. I can take a look at it. Might be a little less dangerous than one of you doing it.
That's one of ours. That's a Boros soldier down there. I'm not gonna wait for some sort of procedure. We gotta find out what happened. I'm going down.
Is that a human down there?
Yes.
It was a human. Okay.
So I'm gonna try and climb down.
Okay. Sure. Make an athletics check for me.
All right.
At advantage, because it's not that tough.
Okay.
To climb down.
I'm gonna follow him.
Without advantage, I got a 22.
Okay.
So actually a 23.
Sure. You're down there now.
Mhm.
You see a bloated, face down corpse, essentially. Be careful down there, Astaroth. Don't touch anything.
All right. Let's just see what happened.
Should I roll to climb down too?
If
I
you'd
was
like,
following
sure.
him. Okay. You said athletics?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work. I'll try one my. Do I get advantage on this too or not? Because I'm not Astaroth. So.
No.
Okay. Then I got a 2.
Okay.
You
So I
roll
could not
down.
climb down.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I want to make my way over to the body, kind of a little carefully, because my image of the entire place is like a little base state swampy.
Yeah.
So I'll make my way over to the body, and I want to reach out and just try and roll it enough to like see the face of whoever it is.
Okay. As you roll the body up, you can see the face is kind of bloated. There's lividity, where the blood kind of pools on the underside of the body. Seeing that always kind of reminds you of the Orzhov. They're the bloated oligarchs, not just with blood, but with power, swollen. And under the body, you see you see the body is sort of attached to the floor of this pit with webbing.
Oh,
Oh.
attaching. Okay. All right. There's some sort of web down here.
Web.
I think it might have gotten caught.
Perception check at disadvantage because you're distracted now.
Yeah.
You regular.
Okay.
Because you're down there, right?
All right. I got a 4.
I didn't make it
Oh,
down.
you didn't make it down.
'Cause I had
Okay.
2. So
4?
She started to slip and stayed up there.
Okay.
So.
Astaroth, what did you find?
It's he's attached to some sort of web down here.
Astaroth, you got it. And you hear that noise as you guys see them get attacked by an ettercap.
Oh no.
Doesn't sound good.
What is that?
And you
Ettercap.
guys are now in combat with
What?
2 ettercaps. Or sorry, 3 ettercaps.
Ettercap.
Which are essentially spiders.
Oh, okay.
You're in a combat with 3
You
spiders.
guys remember? You guys know The Hobbit?
Yeah.
So this is
Shiloh?
this is
Never heard
not
of
the
it.
combat
They
that I was
sing
anticipating.
a mocking song
Here we
about
go.
the spiders and use the term ettercap.
Oh. Interesting.
Right? Am I right? You don't remember that except me?
Pass me those.
Audience, is he right?
Do let us
Pass me those.
I mean, it was
items
such a
of
short
map,
movie.
please.
It's hard to imagine missing anything in there.
We're
movies.
probably going to end mid-combat here, but you know what? Oh well. And I'll take this small one as... Oh, nope, here's the small one. Like
That's
so.
the teeny one.
And you all are...
Here's my dude.
This would be sort of the pit here. Astaroth, you are...
We fell into
In
the
the
pit.
did I steal your guys? Yes. So you're down there. And the others of you are going to be over here. And then... So there's this person. And then various members of the Boros are going to be these coins because I have them handy. And they'll be sort of around.
And because they're easily bought.
Indeed.
Wait.
And then we've got some spiders.
We have integrity.
And one of them, actually all of them are going to be 2 on the edge, 1 in the pit with you,
Uh-oh.
Astaroth. I will
Okay.
have everyone roll initiative, please.
Uh-oh.
Pit. In the pit.
We fell into the pit. Oh, God. I'm not rolling good initiative
Ooh,
today. I got a 4.
That's important.
22.
Oof.
I guess I was distracted looking at the body.
Okay. Who else has above a 20? How about 20 to 15?
I got a 17.
Okay. 15 to 10? All right. Well, all my guys have 15 to 10.
Hooray.
Uh-oh.
10 to 5?
I got a 9.
All right. And Astrock, you're up last.
I got a 4.
Velma.
Well, Velma will be closer to the pit already because
Yes.
remember she was trying to climb down
Correct.
to it. Okay.
So you're probably on the edge of the pit, right there.
I mean, we were looking over the pit though, weren't we?
No, Velma approached because she was trying to be like, I
Did you
look
guys
like a
approach
Yeah,
the
no,
pit?
but he
Okay.
called us over, so
Oh,
we
that's
were
right.
looking.
Okay.
We'd be a
Okay.
little
And
closer.
these soldiers would also be here, and one of these soldiers already bit the dust because he got surprise attack stabbed.
I thought the Boros were tougher than that.
Wow.
Everybody dies.
Too soon.
Velma.
That was his friend.
Was
Okay,
it? Seemed
Velma
like a jerk.
begins. So Velma, as this happens, she just like impulsively pulls out her fan and like flaps it and starts like whispering. So she's casting dissonant whispers on the one closest to Astaroth.
Sounds good.
And so she's like just like starts whispering and like in like it's like tongues and.
And I need to make a saving throw. Of
Yes,
some
you do.
kind?
Wisdom. Oh, and before you roll that, I'm casting
oh.
at level 2.
Okay.
Because I want to like really do some damage here.
All right.
I'm trying to protect my friend.
12 plus 1, 13.
You did not save, so now
Darn.
I'm gonna roll 4 d6s.
Ooh, you done for. Max it
Okay.
out, baby.
Right now that's 7 plus 7. So that's 14 psychic damage on
Yikes.
that. And it's also it's terrified, so
Oh,
it must
dear.
it must use its reaction to move as far away from me as its speech allows it to.
Cool.
So that means it would disengage from Astaroth.
Yeah, indeed.
Means it would. that
So you
means-
targeted the one that's in the pit
Yeah.
Okay.
Which also means that Astaroth would get attack of opportunity
Sure.
on it. And,
on its turn.
and then also
On its turn.
Oh,
No, it
okay,
has to
so-
use its reaction.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll try
And-
to climb out then. Yeah. So
And while I'm still in my turn, I'm gonna. She just starts to shout like, "You're not afraid of spiders, Astaroth," and give him bardic
inspiration. So this one is.
No,
gonna
I'm
use
not.
its
Actually,
reaction.
use it this time.
This one's going to use its reaction to try to climb out of the pit. You have a reaction,
Okay.
or you have
That was a pretty
your reaction.
useful
Go ahead.
round. I'm very proud of him. I'm really
Well
happy with
done.
how I was able to do that.
So go ahead and smack.
Yeah, I will swing my. I have
As
an
it's
axe
trying to
prop.
climb up the wall.
Yeah, I will try and sink it into its mini legs.
Indeed.
Oh man, I should use that prism to make a level 3 spell.
Oh boy, I got a 17
That's going to hit.
plus 6, so
That'll
yes.
also hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Roll 1d8 plus 4, so that's 10 damage.
Woo!
I'm going to make an athletics check to see if I am able to actually climb out or if I fall prone. I am able to hold on, so I'm able to get out of the pit. This attacker is also going to get an attack of opportunity as it's going to try to run that way, back towards the hole in the ground.
I like lop a leg off, but it just has so many others that it's like, meh.
The soldier is not going to get to hit. So, good round, Velma. Lucian.
Bad brown soldier.
I am going to attempt to use my new Wand of Magic Missile.
Great.
I'm going to cast this at a 2nd level, so that'll be 2 darts per spider.
Okay.
I'm not going to aim at the one that's running away.
Okay.
Because I feel like that one's done its job.
Bardic Inspiration question. Can I
Yes.
roll? Can I add this d6 after I already know what a roll is? Or
Yes.
Do I have
But you can't once Ruben has said if it
Once I said if it
fails.
succeeds or fails, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 4 darts on 1 spider.
Okay.
Let's do that. That's
Great.
probably better.
And those automatically hit because magic
yeah,
missile.
auto hit. Cool. So I will do. What are any more d4s? Well, 4 times.
I got one here if you want.
Okay. Ooh, that's 2 4s. So that's 10 plus 2 because I did 1 already. And so 1 more. So 14. 14 total
So-
force damage.
You rolled 4, 4, 2, 1, right?
4. I rolled 4 4 1 1.
4, 4, 1, 1. Okay,
Yeah.
so 14.
Yeah.
Call 4411 when you need information from these orders. Just send it out to 4411.
Stole your D4.
4411.
It'll now be their turn. This one is still running away. Yes.
It runs away. No, I think it's only for that turn.
Yeah,
it
just
uses
uses
it uses its reaction to move
It's
as
not
far
very
as
smart.
its speed from me.
Yeah, it's not very smart. It's going to keep skittering.
Okay.
I'm also going to move just slightly further.
The other two are going to.
Actually, towards here.
The other two are going to jump down into the pit,
Uh-oh.
and both of them are going to attack Astarock.
Oh, I just cleaned it there.
Bring it on, Spider.
They have multi-attack each. They both have a bite and they both have claws.
Yeah. Let's see it.
First one's bite is a natural 1.
Hey!
First one's claws is an 18 on the dice. So that's going to be 7 slashing damage.
I can take it.
Okay. And the second one is...
It does have a bonus of some sort, right?
What?
Because 18 on a dice doesn't hit me. It needs.
Oh,
to
it has
have-
+4.
Yes. All right. Great. Just making sure.
This is... Oh, you have 18 armor class?
I have 19 armor class.
Wow, so 16 is going to miss you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. He a big boy.
All right.
You gave him
That one is also 18 on the dice with its claws. They didn't get to bite you, which is huge.
Yeah, that's actually great.
Because those bites are gross. But I will deal you an additional 5 slashing damage.
All
As they're
right.
both able to rake over you, but you're able to parry away their bites.
24 damage.
Hang
Two
on.
True.
24 damage.
No, I have 24 left.
Oh, I was going to say, oh my gosh.
Chuchuru.
Okay, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on one of them. So I have to make a dex save.
Okay. Does not.
Sweet.
Yeah, the one that took damage already?
Which one took damage?
So this one has taken damage, and one of these has taken damage.
Yeah, whichever one closest to Astarock that took damage.
Okay, cool.
What is it again? It's a D8 or D4? 1D8. So I do
Nice.
7 damage to it.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Astarocker and his vicinity in front of them.
Okay.
So like this giant tree, translucent tree kind of sprouts up and you see like a white shimmer.
Nice.
21 AC.
Yeah.
Astarock.
I am crazy hard to hit right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna be like,
Somebody call for an exterminator!
I'm going to drop my shield and just start hacking.
Who needs a
whacking.
shield anymore?
No.
Yeah, I'm surprised you carry one at all.
I have a tree shield.
Right.
Yeah.
I am thinking about getting rid of the shield and
The plants
getting a
will
great
protect
axe.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right.
Yeah, right?
You know, when Cindy asked me to get this great axe, I thought she was crazy, but now I can live without it.
That's a great axe. All right. Roll for attack. I'm going to add my bardic inspiration
Yeah,
to
you
that.
good call.
Okay, so that is a 16.
16 will hit.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Alrighty. Rolling 1d10 plus, yes, 1d10 plus 4.
Hmm.
I don't know what that is.
That is a dice. It's
That
5.
is a dice.
All right, so it's a 9.
Wow.
9 damage, and you know what? Because as I've stated, I'm not much for conserving class features. Let's just do it again.
Great.
Right? I'm going to use my action surge. Boy, that's a 17 on
Yep.
the die,
Hits.
which, yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. Okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, that's
That's 10 damage.
Jeez. Okay.
So yeah, I am
Still
just,
alive, but not by much.
yeah.
Oh, it just feels so good as it like sinks into the carapace.
That's right.
You cut
Velma.
the legs off.
All right. You know, this worked out pretty well for me earlier, so I'm going to try it again. I'm going to take my dagger. I'm going to chuck it down into the pit and hit that spider with it.
The one that's been hit, or the one that's been hit looks pretty rough.
No, I think Astrock has that handled,
Okay.
so I'm going to throw to the one
At
that
the other
hasn't
one?
been hit yet.
Okay.
You're like Astrok's having fun with that
Yeah,
one.
he's
Yeah.
doing okay.
I'm not gonna snipe his kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to toss this one at the other one.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and you want your take your dice?
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be that's going to be a 21.
Hits.
Here's this
Yeah, I hope so. And then I am going to go ahead to roll that damage first, which is going to be 1d4 plus 2, which is going to be piercing damage. And that's going to be 6 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use that Psychic Blade ability that I like so much.
Love it.
Makes me so happy. I'm going to roll
Psychic Blade.
2d6. and I'm just going to see what happens when I roll 2d6, and that's going to give me 4 psychic damage on that spider.
Okay.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Very nice. Lucian.
I'm gonna keep on. Well, you already have Shield of Faith, so I can't do that again.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. He's good. I'll just keep on. Can I see the spiders when I get closer to getting that pit?
You can see the spiders.
Okay, cool. Then I will shoot magic
Yeah,
missile.
maybe a little closer. We'll move you up like 5 feet.
Okay, cool.
We should maybe try to kill the one that's running away.
You can if
It
you want
can
to.
run away if it wants.
It's a spider. It's not gonna.
I'm trying to
think
save
it's working for now.
Astaroth here. I don't.
That's a fair
All right.
I think they just.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
It slows off.
Actually, I'll cast Guiding Bolt. Oh yeah, that's the one that's.
Go ahead.
Let's do a thing.
So. I had one job. 12 plus 18.
18 hits.
Yes. So it does 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against this target has advantage
Okay.
Ooh.
because it is lit with mystical
Oh,
light.
did you do guiding bolt?
Yes.
Nice.
So that's 11 plus 7. Holy cow, 18.
Hey.
That's the
Radiant.
one that isn't Astarox, right?
Yes.
Okay. Jeez. That's
Well,
a
wait,
lot.
no, whatever one had the lowest is what I
Oh,
probably
the
would
one
go.
that had the lowest?
I think so, yeah. I'd probably
Okay.
go for the most
That thing has
efficient
been decimated.
Okay, great.
By a lot.
Good. One
so-
bolt for each leg.
Yeah, so that guy, he gone.
Excellent.
Yeah, I smacked it twice, and as I like reel back, it's like about to be like
Yeah.
and attack me, and you're just like boom, boom, and it just blows off like hunks of.
The other one is going to start heading in this direction, and then start running this way, double dash away this way.
Bugs
Make
do
an
that.
insight check.
Bugs do that. Bugs are weird.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
What is it running from?
Oh no.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Boy,
It's
that-
alright.
bugs do that.
Spider.
Bugs do that.
Bugs
The other one is
do
going to
that.
try to hit Astaroth.
Bugs do that, though.
13 plus 4, 17.
19 is my armor class.
Man.
Even though I dropped the shield, I've got
Rough.
that sweet Celestia protection.
Rough beats. Okay.
You're embraced by
Toots.
Mott Selesnia.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Tutoru.
All right, I'm gonna sacred flame that one.
Great.
Just sacred flame all day. Duck save.
12
Nope.
plus 1.
Nope. 14.
Yeah.
Got 'em.
It does not pass.
3 damage.
Okay.
And I guess what kind of step? I'll move a little closer.
To the edge?
Yeah, on the other side though. I'm gonna go like behind Astaroth.
Here or here?
Yeah, there.
Here?
Yep, there.
Alright, cool. These soldiers have sort of run away.
Wow.
Wow.
So much for
Wow.
the fancy Boros.
Okay.
I've decided that I don't want them in this combat.
Yeah, we kind of like destroyed them.
Astaroth.
Astaroth decided he doesn't
They
want them.
were like, he's got it in
Astaroth.
hand.
Yeah.
Astaroth decided
Astaroth.
he doesn't want them in the Legion anymore.
Bring the hammer down. Go ahead.
But it's an axe.
Well,
I would throw a javelin at it, but it's super nearby. That wouldn't make any sense.
Skewer it.
That is a 16.
16 hits.
Nice.
Dope.
Finish him.
And that is 10 damage.
Yikes. Well, that'll hit. At initiative count 0, everybody make perception checks.
Okay. That's up to 12.
4.
You're focused.
17.
Makes sense.
Hang on. I got an
I'm in a
18.
pit.
Mine's 10. Oh, sorry, 9.
18?
Okay. You two hear and feel a little bit of a rumble. And you hear
What is that?
far off in that direction. Coming closer, but it sounds like a large something.
Okay, I think we might need to evacuate very soon.
I think we're getting company.
Velma.
Mhm.
It's your turn.
Oh, my turn. I guess I'm just gonna throw because that spider's still kind of close, and we haven't seen this new thing yet, and I barely perceive it. I am gonna roll. I'm just gonna cast vicious mockery on that spider.
Okay. On the one in the pit or the one over there?
the one in the pit.
One in the pit. Okay.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
try to finish it off. Sorry, I thought he finished
You're
it off.
good.
So
Got close.
let's just have that spider roll a wisdom saving throw.
17 on the dice, plus
Okay, so
1,
yeah, he
18.
beat me.
Okay.
So she started like teasing the spider, and like nothing happened.
You're like, how do
And
I
it's
tease a
like-
spider?
Lucian.
Look how many legs you have.
Spider's like, I don't get it. What you making
Can't all
fun
be
of my
rounds like that
legs?
last round.
Right? I know,
Yeah.
seriously.
I am going to. That spider next to Astarok is looking rough. You said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to.
A little
finish,
half.
I'm gonna try to finish it off now because I think we need to leave. So I'm going to cast. I'm gonna do magic missile at another 3rd level. I
Great.
think. So, thank you.
Do you need another one?
Yeah, I'll take one more. Do them all at the same time. So I got a 3-3-2.
So 8 plus 3 is 11.
Yes.
Cool.
This one is yours. This one is mine.
Great.
This one is yours. Thank you.
Getting good purchase there.
Yes. Oh yeah. I am very happy with this. Keep track of these.
Anything
charges.
else?
I'm going to move that way.
5, 10, 15, 20. Do you want to be on this thing?
Sure.
Great.
The high ground would be great.
Sure. You're up here.
Great.
It is now their turn. It's gonna try to attack you again, not hit you. At this point, it's gonna try to run away. So it's gonna start climbing. Make an attack roll if you want. If you want.
Oh, I want.
Okay.
He want.
That might not do it. That's a 10.
Nope. Doesn't do it. It's gonna climb. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and start climbing out away from you.
Okay.
Tuturu.
I will sacred flame it.
Great. I need to make a save.
Yep. Dex save.
I have a 4, so no good.
Sweet. 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go around the other way.
This way.
Yeah, back around, but towards where Lucian is. Lucian?
Lucian.
You want to be like here-ish?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If these things are running, I think we should too.
Yeah.
Astarock.
They're running from me.
And so, can I use my movement to climb out of the thing and still do a dash action to? Actually, I can probably get to it, right?
To what?
The
To
spider
the guy?
that's
Yeah,
right
you
there.
can just get to him.
Yeah. Cool.
Can't charge.
Yeah.
Not a straight line to go up and over.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I was just. I
Sure.
was thinking.
Athletics check to climb. At advantage because you're like good at that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're out.
Yeah.
You're up to him. Yeah. Don't
Right.
even
That was
roll
a
the other
21
one.
without
Yeah.
doing the second.
You're
one.
up there.
And I'm just gonna be like, oh, 8 legs, and you can't run that fast. So that is a 19.
Damage
19
to hit.
to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I did 19 damage. No, I didn't. And that is 10 damage.
All right.
Still pretty good.
You've squished it. You squished the bug. It's all dead. Well done. Describe to me its grisly demise.
I think I cut it right down the middle.
Great.
Nice and clean.
Bifurcate.
This one scurried away. You don't see where it went. This one has been smashed. And at this point, you hear as trampling towards you is a Goliath. What is this thing called? A Dead Bridge Goliath beetle.
What?
Oh, man.
It must have heard the noises that were coming.
Oh, that's a big beetle.
That's what we're going to use for that. And I think that's where we're going to pick up in 2 weeks. Is that right? How much time do we have?
Is there a break? Is this episode?
No.
No break.
There's
No,
no break?
but this is 7, so 8 is the flashback episode.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, right.
So
yes.
you guys are
I
going to
forgot
get to
Oh.
fight something.
So in the middle of this fight, we all pause to reflect.
It's honestly pretty great. This is honestly a pretty great time to pause. The Dead Bridge Goliath beetle, by the way, has Triceratops stats.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Fun.
I may bring back the soldiers for you guys if that seems
Oh,
to be
good.
going
Well,
wrong.
now they're here.
Yeah.
But they didn't
They
need to
brought
help you
help.
before. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, guys. With this beetle bearing down upon us, remember how we all met? Yeah.
So next week's episode is actually our episode 0, which tells the story of how the group first met and also a little bit of background to help explain some things that have happened in this season and will happen later in this season as they go on. But for now, we're going to have to leave it at that cliffhanger because gonna have to be that way. So we'll start episode 9 with Dead Bridge Goliath Beetle Combat. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us here. Tell the folks at home where they can find you.
My name is Jordan Pridgeon, and you can find me on Twitter at Jordan Pigeon. You can also listen. I'm part of a podcast called This American Lie. Also, check out Wildcards, which is on Saving Throw Show, which is the channel that produces this in the same studio. Twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show. That is usually on Fridays. But we are just finishing up our season, so there's going to be a bit of a hiatus there. But you can check out our old stuff and watch our old campaigns on our YouTube channel, which is also Saving Throw Show.
I am Riley Silverman. You can find me on Twitter at RileyJSilverman and on Instagram at RileySilverman. This season, I think we're getting close to the end at this point of the season of Doctor Who. So check out my reviews of the season that are on Nerdist.com. And that's what I got for you for today.
Hey everybody, I'm Grav Galati. You can find me on all the socials at DoubleGXG. That's the word double, and then GXG after that. And like Jordan said, we do a lot of stuff on Saving Throw Show, so please check us out on Twitch, YouTube, and all the other things as well.
And I'm Ashlyn Rose. You can find me on Twitter at Ashlyn Rose or on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ashlyn_Rose, where we're currently reading through book 2 now of the Ravnica Guild books. So if you want to learn a little bit about the history way before what's happening right now, you can tune in there to find out more.
Are you to the Nephilims yet?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
just started book 2.
Okay. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm the Internet's Ruben Bressler. You can follow me on all the social media platforms at MOXREUBY. You can catch me on Magic Mics on Wednesday nights. That's our weekly Magic News magazine program with myself, Evan Irwin, and Aaron Campbell. You can also catch me here on Ravnica, The Broken Pact. Be sure to use the hashtag TheBrokenPactRPG and to join us on at twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show for our Talk Pact episodes, which is there one this week? There is one this week. Stick around on twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show for that. Also join us on our Discord, the Saving Throw Show Discord. Before we go, I also wanted to shout out Dungeon Mayhem, which was another sweet game that came out very recently. I think this came out November 16th. And you had a ton of fun playing this, as I understand. I haven't got a chance to play yet.
We were very nicely given these by D&D when we were at the TwitchCon brunch.
Mm-hmm.
So just to disclosure, we got them for free. But I got to
Hashtag sponsored.
We legally
Yeah.
have to. But yeah, I got to play it with a friend. I was excited because I'm like, oh, I had this game. It's not out yet. Let's play it. It's really fun. It's basically it's kind of like a scaled down version of like the D&D combat system.
Oh, cool.
So you basically have 4 characters. There's a rogue, a wizard, a cleric, and a barbarian. And basically like each one has little powers that are like unique to them. But for the most part, it's just like this card does this amount of damage, this card defends, and you just like play through it until someone's out of health.
Nice.
And we played it with 2 people, and it was really fun to like try mixes of which ones were good against each other. But I think it might be really fun with a party of 4. But like you can get through a bunch of games in a short amount of time, so it's a really fun, quick game. And I think that like it might be like a very scaled down version of like what Magic is when you're playing cards back and forth.
Sure.
So I think it's actually like what I recommend is like it says ages 8 and up. I think if you have someone who's like never played D&D and like you kind of want to like really basically introduce them to the game, it's a really cool way to do it because it's kind of like just like here's the most simple form of what D&D is, like rolling dice and stuff like that, but you use cards instead of dice.
Awesome.
Cool.
Neat.
The giveaways are happening as I speak, so congratulations to the winners and condolences
Well
to those
done.
who
You
did
won.
not.
But hey, wasn't watching the show kind of a win for everybody to begin with?
The real prizes
Right.
are the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Everyone be sure to go out and get your Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. It really is an excellent book.
It's so good.
It's super
The
sweet.
Blister Coil Weird was a stat block in this book. The Ettercaps were something that I just decided that spiders live in the area, and I didn't want like super powerful or underpowered spiders, and Ettercaps were challenge rating 2, and so I thought that was a good matchup for a level 4 party. And the thing that they're fighting next week is a reskinned Triceratops, which they recommend from the book.
Ooh, nice.
They say a Dead Bridge Goliath beetle is Triceratops stats, but it just is a big old beetle that has a horn for it.
Some flavor changes.
Flavor changes, exactly right. So be sure to go pick this up. Support your friendly local game store. And of course, one more big thank you to the Deck of Many for the spell cards that they gave us.
Thank you. They're so
and
cool.
hopefully we'll be showcasing more of them in the future. I used the Ettercap spell
you.
card, or the Ettercap monster card from the Deck of Many Monsters today to really help me with that. And as always, I want to thank Emmett Fury and A.E. Marling for helping me craft this story. Without them, I would be totally lost. So until next time, Magic and Dungeons & Dragons fans, for Ashlyn, for Jordan, for Garav, and for Riley, I am Ruben Bressler, and we'll see you next time on The Broken Pact.